Hi, everyone. We're jumping right in as we're getting everything started.
Yes, and we only see
Yes.
handout 4-1.
All right, I'll read it to you since this is kind of a moment. My tabletop actually kind of played it out, but it just doesn't have the impact in a VTT, I think. But be it known that the bearers of this charter, having delivered the northern reaches of the Greenbelt from the scourge of banditry, having provided detailed maps of the lay of the land, which we don't ever play out, but we assume you did, and having done no small amount of work in the exploration of said land and in the removal of hostile monsters and local hazards, are hereby granted the right to rule. The nature and laws of rule are theirs to define, and the well being of this new nation is theirs to protect. In accordance for providing a stable nation to the south of central Rossland, let there be a generous stipend of fund support and advice provided to this fledgling nation as a token of Restov and Brevoy's goodwill, such that future relations between kingdoms might be mutually beneficial. So witnessed under watchful eye of the Lordship of Restov. So you guys now, basically this charter is yours. It gives you legal right to rule the land. So if anyone has any problems with it, you can show them the charter. And now I will begin the process of creating your kingdom.
Quick question.
Yes.
Where the Staglord's Keep was, it says it's hills, even though it's got rivers and a lake in it.
You can use either of the two because there is no such thing as a water hex.
Okay, cool.
So you can say, because you're on the lake, I let you use either lake or river, or you can use hills.
I agree with the Heartland that gives us a +1 to economy. I like that because then it's river lake, and we have both rivers and lakes. So okay.
We're just going to stick to the rivers and the lakes that we're used to.
What do you mean?
Does that mean? What does that mean?
Come on, nobody?
I figured you were being a Goomba, so let's.
Nobody knows that song?
Oh, it's not ringing a bell, no, but. All right, I'm getting this. What is the song, Tim? Come on.
Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that we're used to. You know you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all. 'Cause I think we're moving too fast.
What is the name of that song?
Waterfalls.
Water.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Come on, people.
Probably never heard that song. And now she probably never wants to hear it. Let's see. I forget who.
I think we're doing open, right, for the charter type?
Yeah, do you guys see what's on my screen? Did you see this?
We do. Build your kingdom.
All right, so just.
I like open. Do,
Yep.
Wookie, do you or Tim have a problem with open?
I don't. I mean,
if you don't want,
if you would prefer to be truly free agents and trailblazers staking your own claim, you can simply choose an open charter with no restrictions and no direct support.
Flaws.
Yeah,
So
no negatives.
and you only
no
get one
negatives.
bonus. Yeah,
But one bonus, right?
It's fine.
Whereas all the others give you 2 bonuses, one of which is free, and but you have to take a flaw, which means you're -2 on one of your stats. So,
which Conquest has the bonuses we'd probably want, and the flaw we wouldn't really care about, but none of us liked Conquest, so.
Like I said, it doesn't really mean that you have to do it by conquest, but I'm totally cool. I'm totally cool with selecting open, whichever you guys want. Troy's
Open.
not here. I don't think Troy would care. I forget. We could look. We could try to find Troy's list. I don't remember exactly where it is. I think it's way up in the chat.
I don't know that he went through all that. I think he just prioritized the stats he cared about.
All right. So is everyone good with open?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. We will save and continue. So now you get to pick your heartland. Forest or swamp, hill or plain, lake or river, mountain or ruins.
Like a river.
Lake or river.
Okay, yeah, there's really no way you can do mountain or ruins, but I mean,
We
in
could
some
do
ways
hill or plain.
you could do hill or plain. But yeah, okay. So you'd rather have economy than loyalty, so we
Yep.
will save. Let me make sure I got lake or river. Okay, now government. You got despotism, feudalism, oligarchy, republic, thomocracy, democracy probably, or yeomanry.
I like
Goblin
republic.
despot.
Republic.
Republic is stability, economy, and a free boost, and you automatically get engineering and politics as your skills, and you automatically get pulled together as a feat. Anyone else? We got one vote for Republic.
That works for me. I'm looking at it. Yeah.
Tim or Wookie? Tim?
I'll say I believe I had said before that my character will take a back seat on most of this. I mean, like personally, my character would probably be closer to Yeomancy, but I will
Yeah.
right because we're kingdom skills, agriculture, wilderness, free stuff like that, but I am taking a backseat. I have a whole different reason for wanting to support this kingdom.
Those are actually good kingdom skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, let me know, folks.
Okay, we have 2 republic, 1 yeomanry,
I think Wookie was
a
ambivalent.
despot.
Indifferent, but I don't know.
Agriculture and wilderness are both pretty good.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. I mean, we could always add for the free.
I mean,
You could always add
engineering's
to.
good, but looking through a lot of the things that use engineering can also use wilderness and vice versa. There's not much in the early game that requires politics.
So we have either muddle through or pull together.
Muddle
For
through
the
will
feat.
increase. It will increase your ruins. It'll increase 2 of your ruins by 1 and 1 of them by 2. The thresholds. I will tell you this: my other group, the tabletop group, just for the first time had a ruin score. Actually had a ruin thing increase. So it's not necessarily going to happen a lot in the early game, but it's good because once those ruins hit 10, normally when a ruin hits 10, you get a -1 to all skill checks using that stat. There's a ruin that corresponds to every stat. So decay, I think it goes against stability. So each of your stats, any skill that uses that stat would get a -1 penalty once your ruin hits a 10. This actually lets you raise 2 of your ruins to 11 and 1 of your ruins to 12 for the threshold.
Okay.
Muddle through your people. Oh, hold on, that's muddle through. Let's go to Republic.
Pull together. Your people are very reliable and their swift decision making keeps most projects from getting too far off track. Once per kingdom turn, if you roll a critical failure on a kingdom skill check, attempt a DC 11 flat check. If it succeeds, the citizens heed the call to put in extra work to mitigate the disaster. Treat the kingdom skill check result as a failure instead of a critical failure.
I like that.
Yeah. Well, Troy's here now, so we can get Troy's way in.
I like
All
that.
right.
So,
They already picked a charter and the Heartland. They're working on government.
Okay, I'm back to thinking Republic.
I definitely think the pull together feat would have earlier game
benefits for the
for
critical fails.
than
Yeah.
yeomanry, but
yeah, but also said in the rules you can't. You'd have to go through like a stage of anarchy if you want to change it later.
That's true. Yeah, once these are set, they're set. These aren't really things you can go back and retrain
you don't necessarily
later.
change it, but as your kingdom increases, just like our characters do, they also get additional feats.
Right.
Yeah, this is your starting feat. You think you get a feat every even level?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah,
I'm
I think
fine
my
with,
vote is still Republic.
I'm fine with Republic.
Yep, me too.
Troy. Well,
Let's see. There's 3. There's 5 total. So I'll say anarchy. No,
there
Republic.
isn't one
Not
for anarchy.
You don't want to do despotism?
Yeah.
Okay, you just lost your chance for the crown.
All right.
Yeah.
Goblin,
Eh.
splat.
I told you, it doesn't matter who's sitting on the throne. The sprite is behind the throne, pulling the strings.
King.
Beware
we,
the sprite behind you.
What was the charter?
If you can look
Open.
now on ability scores, you should be able to see
Yeah.
open charter, lake or river for
Hold on.
Heartland, and government is Republic.
Oh. Hold on. Where's it at now?
You should see something on your screen here.
You
Let
may
me.
have to resend it to
There
us.
it is.
Yeah.
Build your
Okay.
kingdom.
So we did open.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
open charter, which is no
Okay.
flaws. So none of your stats will start off as an 8. The downside to that is you also only get 1 boost instead of
Yeah.
2.
Right.
So
Then we chose Heartland for an economy
what?
boost.
yeah, Heartland for the
Lake
for
or
the
river,
lake or river. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
since we're building on a lake.
If you go to the 4th tab, ability scores, it'll show you all the boost.
Right.
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 You got
Yeah, I
one free
said-
from the open.
Let's see. What did I say? Ability boost. Econ. Is that what we picked? Lake
Yes.
Lake or river. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you haven't actually chosen your open ones yet, but yeah, you automatically got econ for lake or river, and you don't get another choice on that.
Yep.
And for government republic, you automatically get econ and stability. You get 1 free open for your
Right.
government. You get 1 free open for charter, and then you get to choose 2 free for just being a level 1 kingdom.
Right.
And those are open as well. So
I would say we do loyalty as part of the open.
okay, so you want to choose loyalty for the open charter, the
I,
one at the top.
I think so. Don't you guys?
I vote for that.
And then
Yeah, I'd-
probably loyalty under the Republic government.
Well,
Is every
I'd
Go
probably
ahead.
just I'd probably just raise them all by 1 point, and they'd all go up 2 points, right? So then we'd have culture 12, economy 16, loyalty 12, stability 14. That's my 2 cents.
So yeah. So he's saying loyalty on the first one, culture on the next one, economy and stability
And
on the
stability, yeah.
level ones. Right. You see what he's saying?
Well,
Yeah.
if you choose 1 in each of them, you're going to get a 16
Then-
economy, 12 culture,
Right.
12 loyalty, and
Right.
14 stability.
Mm-hmm. So no negatives, nothing that's going to be. It's not going to be a min-max type thing, right?
You're
Right.
going to be more
We could go-
balanced.
right,
More balanced,
right.
right?
We could
I can
go.
handle that.
I mean, if you really wanted to go economy stable, economy. Well, I guess we would have to go with loyalty or culture. on the
I
next
was
one.
I was
I was
thinking
thinking loyalty, right?
I was thinking putting 2 in loyalty, 1 in economy, and 1 in stability.
And then just keep culture.
Because we said for
Then-
now culture is our lowest priority.
Well, for
Okay.
everyone but Tim,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Well,
But again, I'm
as to
a different soul, so
what to do with the culture yet. There's not a whole lot at this level that
Culture-
affects.
Culture is more important for the end game. That's when you start
Oh.
like doing art and you start doing things like that. But there's not a lot of things at low level where you want where the culture boost is going to help. Having
Right.
said that, there is something to be said for having a even, basically
And-
an averaged kingdom.
Yeah.
So,
So
you're saying go economy 16, loyalty 14, stability 14?
Correct.
All right.
That's my 2 cents.
mhm.
Makes sense. If culture is not that big of a deal in the beginning part of the kingdom.
Yeah. Deb.
I agree.
Okay.
So you want economy to be a 16, right?
Right?
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and we'll do that as economy. And then what do you want? Loyalty to be a 14 and stability to be a 14?
Correct.
So we will boost loyalty there, and then we will boost those 2
Right.
That looks
and
good
leave
to me.
cultures at 10. And I will ask, for Mike's sake, would you rather have fame or infamy what is the majority's vote?
Fame.
Fame.
All right. Everyone cool with Fame?
Yeah, they got two.
Yeah.
Got two songs about it, I suppose.
Well, they already, as Mike pointed out, they don't think of Fame as evil necessarily, but you're more willing to do things that necessarily wouldn't be popular with the people to
Right.
help your kingdom, because that's
Right.
where the word infamy comes from. So,
Right.
okay,
Basically, it says
completing it.
people are tools.
Right. Right.
Fame.
All right.
I
Ms.
want to
38.
live forever.
No, the other one.
Do you
other
see
one.
do you see the sheet?
Yep.
Okay, so number one, we need
What
to
sheet?
finalize ability score. We need to record ability scores, which we have. We need to name this kingdom.
I kind of liked Riverton.
As a kingdom? I could see
No,
that
no,
as a
that
town.
was the city name.
I'm gonna
That's
say.
the city name.
I was suggesting that is the city name.
Sure.
That works for me.
Kingdom name. I said whatever y'all want.
Okay.
I just put in chat what I was thinking for a city name.
I have no preference.
Okay.
I know Deb said Anastoria, which was the name of her
Anstiora.
Anstiora, which was the name of the kingdom when she was in the sea. God, I can't remember the name. SCA, yeah.
But what was it, Mike?
Anything's better than
What was what?
the other Kingmaker group
The city name.
What
were you thinking?
Riverton.
Riverton. Okay.
Since we're starting on the river.
I can name the city.
Yeah. Sounds
There's
good to me.
Capital is Riverton.
Okay.
We just need a kingdom name.
I'm good with whatever. So I like Deb's name. I mean, it's good as anything else is going to be.
Sure.
I was thinking for your Andy, but then again, I'm going back to second ed. Bring back second ed for Yandi.
That's Greyhawk. That's from Greyhawk. Yeah.
That's from Greyhawk, second ed. Yep.
I would say choose from those three names unless someone else.
No, the first one, the Ipolis was the name of the city, so that was it's just between those two.
Furiandi and Anastoria, unless someone else has an idea.
Anstiora.
That's one for Anstiora, two counting Deb. Tim and Wookie, it's up to you. Furiandi or Anastoria? Anstiora. Sorry.
Let's Anstiora, yeah.
Cool. Anything's better than what my tabletop group chose.
What is it?
What'd they choose?
Tell him, Deb.
It's Nellet's Realm.
Nellet's is stolen backwards.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's okay. That's fine. But I would have rather them come up with something like this, like a fantasy sounding name.
Right.
All right. Let's see. Your level is 1. Your maximum level is equal to the party level, but there is no maximum level field here. The kingdom size is 1 because you have 1 hex, which will be, and we'll do that in a minute on the map.
Now, where can we see that?
Yeah, sorry.
See what?
Like the kingdom stats and stuff.
Here, let me.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there you go.
I thought you were seeing this when it.
Oh, sorry.
Nope.
Okay, so yeah, Anastoria is the name. There's Riverton. The kingdom size is 1. Your resource die is a D4, and you get your resource die total is 5. Resource die total is always equal to 4 plus the kingdom level. So as the kingdom goes up in level, you'll get more resource die, and when the kingdom gets to a certain size, like I think it's 20 hexes, then your die goes from a D4 to a D6, and then eventually goes to a D8.
Nope.
So level 5.
Yeah, it's at level. It's the earlier one that it goes to a D6 because we just hit 24, and we just went to D8.
Right. So your resource die will get bigger, and you'll get more of them as you level up. Your control DC is currently, why is it 16? It says it should be 14. Oh, that's because we don't have any leaders yet. When you don't have any leaders or any of the leadership roles are missing, then you take a -2 penalty to your DC. Your consumption is 0 because you currently have no cities. Your unrest is 0, and all 4 ruins are 0, and each ruin threshold is 10. And your initial commodity stores are 0, and maximum storage limit is 4. So if you notice, you see culture under ability scores. Culture is offset by corruption. Corruption is a ruin. Crime is a ruin that opposes economy. Strife is a ruin that opposes loyalty. So on and so forth. So now it's time to pick who is who. This is where you get to decide who's your ruler, who's your counselor, your general, your emissary, magister, treasurer, viceroy, and warden. And of course, you obviously only have 5 players. So you're going to have 3 openings. So you're going to want to fill those other roles with NPCs. And they need to be NPCs that you're at least friendly with.
And
I
which NPCs are those? Lindsay, I know
let's
for
see.
sure.
Hold on a
Right.
second.
Let me
I think we have a lot of friendly
on.
NPCs, honestly.
Yep, we got Valerie, Lindsay. We got
Oh, you have
the
several.
yeah, we got
Tartuccio's not there
Tartu-
anymore.
right.
Tartuccio's on it in his own group.
We have the
Oh, darn.
Ranger. We have the Ranger, and we have Jubilist. I'm not sure
Actually,
about Amiri and Heron
actually,
and Ducal.
you guys killed Tartuccio, did you?
Suppose.
Yeah.
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 So he's
Um,
dead. So we don't get to.
okay, is
He had no favor.
question. Is anybody so out of us 5, does anybody really do any of these things call to you for anybody? In other words, I think
There was one
Jubilost
that I wanted, but
would
I
probably
don't.
be good for treasurer.
Who would?
Jubilost would be good for treasurer.
Yeah.
Jubilost? Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that would be good.
And even though I like the counselor position, I think Lindsay could be good as a counselor because that's just the kind of person she is, and she's always going to be at the kingdom
Right.
when we're out
Yeah,
there.
but when she. Oh, actually, no, the Mister.
Unless we drag her around with us, which is not like
Unless we drag her around, or she's part of the emissary.
So do you
Emissary.
guys have
I
you
mean,
guys already decided you want Jubilost to be your treasurer?
we haven't decided yet. I mean,
Okay,
It
you're
sounds
just
good.
talking.
I
You're just
mean,
talking right now. That's cool.
right,
Yeah.
right. Because Deb, I thought you wanted to be counselor.
I don't mind being counselor.
Counselor or queen
Yeah,
or
counselor,
president or
counselor.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But
Because I'm putting my head in for ruler also, so that's what I'm saying.
I'm not.
And if you guys need to know what any of these positions are, let me
They're
know.
in the player's guide, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah. I was thinking emissary or warden for myself.
I will tell you this, and this won't necessarily help you, but it's important information to know. There are certain NPCs that are perfect for certain roles. As you may or may not know, when after the positions are signed, 4 of the 5 of you get to do what's called invest. You get to invest in your position, which gives you an additional bonus for any skills tied to that. Because each of these positions is tied to an ability score. So you get an additional 1. There are certain NPCs that if they're put in the role that's perfect for them, they also get to invest that role, which gives you more bonuses on your skill checks. The thing I can't tell you is which NPC invests to which role. If you happen to get it, congratulations. But if you don't, my other group has got they put NPCs in random positions, and none of them happened to be the one that they were perfect for, so they didn't get the bonus investment. But anyway, talk it out.
Who was I thinking?
I gotta open the book and look at these other things.
So yeah, let me.
They're on page 19.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now,
They're on
But-
page 512 in my book. Just kidding.
so there's what, 5 of us, so we need. I was thinking, for for a general. I mean, I think Payclock might be a good one. I was also thinking Amiri. If we're friendly with Amiri, I can't remember if we are or not. For
You are
Warden,
actually Amiri's helpful. You've
helpful.
taken
Okay.
Amiri all the way to the
Okay.
top.
I would
Warden
say, yeah, either general or yeah, either Valerie or Amiri.
or Amiri, yeah.
I would
Well,
I would like to be viceroy.
Okay. Okay. I was thinking AQ on that, but that's fine too. But I was thinking Warden for Valerie.
Well,
I mean, that's
first,
like I said. If
I would
but
pick
I'm
the
not sure with
roles.
Eugene Picklock. Go ahead.
I would pick the roles the PCs want first.
Mhm.
Get
Right.
them invested, and then look at the remaining roles, and then you can pick NPCs. It seems like
Okay.
you're doing it backwards. You're looking at what
Yeah.
NPCs. It's like, what roles do you guys want?
Mm.
All right, let's start at the top. Ruler. There were just two of you wanted it. Is that what I heard, or is there more than just the two of you?
Time for an election. It's a republic.
Yep. And there's 5 of us, so there shouldn't be a tie.
Mhm.
Unless
Exact.
somebody votes like some of the idiots in Congress did and say present.
Present. Oh wait.
So, who all wants to be ruler? And,
Sounded like Deb and Troy.
all right. So, how are you going to resolve it? And by the way, the ruler does have to be a PC.
Mhm.
Cannot be.
Yeah, that would make sense.
EQ wants it. Okay. Well, no. I don't know. I mean, you guys want to
You want to vote? Do you want to do
vote?
I think I got a polls thing where I can
Or-
do a private vote if you guys want to do it by private or whatever, but
Yeah, we could do that.
Won't hurt my feelings one way or the other.
or we can just do it publicly, but
Mine
I can
either.
look. Polls. Do I have a polls app? Let's see. Poll. Oh,
You
easy
could do
polls.
you could do it in
In Discord.
Discord,
Yeah.
right?
Right, but I've actually got a module called Easy Polls
Okay.
that's in the program that I've never used. So let's see. Easy Polls.
Mm.
Doesn't help.
That's for
you.
that's for the younger women that are dancing.
Yes, the Easy Polls. Let's see.
Somebody had to say it. You guys were going.
For-
you guys
For
are
the
being too
not
timid.
for the not so talented dancers, we
Exactly.
have the easy polls.
You have the easy polls.
Let's go to the URL. To create a poll, use /poll. First line becomes the question. Okay. And then each of next line, use shift enter to go to a new line. And okay.
1 hero point added for Raven.
Mhm.
All right. Let's see. Okay, let me.
Good
Yep,
job,
one-
Raven.
One vote added for Raven for ruler. Damn right. Everyone's like, what the? What did you do? I don't understand.
Where is it?
Where is what?
Your vote.
He's working on it.
Oh, okay.
Allegedly. There's no proof of that.
The proof is in the blood pudding. Because somebody's gonna die.
Let's see. We have Judy Lynn, and we have. What's your character's name, Troy?
Hell if I know.
What? Dominic.
Dominic. Yeah, that's
Go,
it.
go, Dominic.
Sorry, that name's already been taken by a wizard of great renown.
That's
And an Italian Christmas donkey.
There you go. Oh, I have to create it. Let's see. Dominic is Dominick, right?
No K, just C.
Okay, just to see.
All right. Single vote. We're going to make it secret. Show results. Yes. Here we go. Boom. There you go. I got 5. Sorry, Dominic.
Judah Lynn, wow.
God. What?
Judah
All
Lynn,
right.
you're stuck with it now.
You got a ruler, guys. All right.
Y'all know what happened, right? Everybody just click the top box.
Is that what happened?
And you're
All right. Let's see. I think I unchecked the box if it's vacant. All right. Okay. So next is counselor, or what? What else do people want?
I believe of all of the roles in there, Magister works best for me.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
I
to
would
me too.
say either Magister or maybe Viceroy, but I forget
I
his
think
background.
Magister because that ability is culture, and he's very much into it.
Yeah.
All right, let me.
It's promoting magic throughout the kingdom. I mean,
Exactly.
And you oversee government bureaucracy.
not the Magister.
First thing,
Is in charge of all things magical in the kingdom, attending to how the supernatural affects ordinary citizens. They promote higher learning in the arts of magic, whether arcane, divine, occult, primal.
Now
No,
keep reading.
okay. Aspects of government bureaucracy in which magic can be of service.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say they oversee government bureaucracy. Government bureaucracy in relation to magic. To me, in my mind, there's a big difference between government bureaucracy
Okay.
and
Anybody else want to be magister?
Does anybody else
Going
want to be
once,
Magister?
going
All right.
twice. Sold to Tim.
All right.
Yeah. What was that,
Okay.
Deb? You were about to say something?
oh, I just said my first job as queen is to tell Jumanji that she needs to become part of our kingdom, or I'm going to put tariffs on her.
Oh, okay, President Trump.
I was thinking emissary for myself.
Okay.
Does anyone else want emissary?
Not it.
that's what we need, a goblin as the emissary.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Well, isn't that what Sarah does in our game, Deb? In the emissary,
Yeah.
sort of like the spy master. So
Yeah, it's like the spy master.
Yeah,
You know.
it actually makes sense.
All right, there's 2 characters left. There's Fidget.
Viceroy for
Ooh,
Fid-
Viceroy.
or Fidget.
Expansion and development.
If any,
Yes.
the only other thing I thought would have been good for Fidget would have been Magister, but because you are a magic. But
All right, Dominic, you
Yeah.
want to be general or warden?
What's that?
You want to be general or warden?
Or
Yeah,
counselor.
or counselor or treasurer.
Right. Well,
Or-
treasurer, no.
Assassin.
Assassin.
And then we have a new ruler.
Hey, I've been a counselor for years now, and I haven't killed my dumbass Rat King yet.
Mm.
It's close.
What? Why not?
Because
me,
she.
Go ahead.
Dumbass Rat King. What is it?
No, go ahead. It's you, Dominic. What do you want?
Come on, Dominic.
Do we go with the warfare or do we need it for region activities? I can become general.
All right, that's a good fit, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so who are we going to put in the other 3 roles? We got counselor, treasurer, and warden.
I think Lindsay should be counselor.
Counselor.
Makes sense.
Congratulations. I believe that is her position. Hold on. Let's see.
Oh, the
Makes
position
sense
of
for the
best fit
bard.
or whatever. Yeah.
Where is ruling with Lindsay? Come on. Let's see.
And
And
now
I think
time
we already
for
talked that
ruling
we
with
all thought
Lindsay.
Jubilost would be good for treasurer.
Lindsay encourages the PCs to establish a kingdom, consistently talking about how she sees them in various leadership roles and about her grand plans for helping them build a nation in a way that will make the fools who run Patax realize how a kingdom is supposed to be run. She makes an excellent choice for the leadership role of counselor. If you assign
Nice.
Lindsay to this role, the result of
Blah blah blah.
anytime you do the new leadership activity, the result will be improved by 1 degree, which you probably won't be doing very often because new leadership is when you move someone from one role to another.
Right.
As long as she remains in the counselor role, it's automatically invested in addition to the 4 roles you choose to invest.
Very
Um,
nice.
oh,
Cool.
and she does allow for she adds a new leadership activity called Spread the Legend during the leadership or during the Kingdom Turns activity
Nice.
phase. So I'll have to see if that's already in there. And if it's not, I'll have to see how to add it. But I will automatically invest Lindsay's. She does give a status bonus to culture. All right. And who you were looking at treasurer next? Who were you thinking?
We were Jubilost.
All right. Is everyone cool with Jubilost in there?
Yeah.
I believe that's the right choice. Let's see.
And then I guess either Amiri or Valerie for warden,
So
What about
who?
Ekendayo?
or Ekandayu. Yeah.
Which of those guys are possible? I guess it's the first question.
As
All of
long
them.
as Jubilost is treasury, he's invested. That is the right position to put Jubilost in. Good job.
Okay, so
So yeah,
we've
they're all
got
available, I think.
so all of them are friendly. So they could be. Let's talk through each of them. Because you're gonna have to remind me who each of them are, really.
Valerie is the fighter that
She's
was
gorgeous. She used to be a
she's
paladin of
used to
Shelwyn.
be a paladin.
Okay.
You have Amiri, who is a barbarian. So she has the lay of the land. She knows,
Mhm.
and you have Ekadayu, who's I believe, a ranger.
Troll hating
Yeah.
ranger.
Troll hating ranger.
He's the guy that
So,
has the dog that you help name and everything.
all 3 of them are great choices, right? I mean, so in my opinion, because it's working with the region itself, I would probably go with Ekadayo because he's been around the countryside for a while. Again,
And you said Ekandayu's a ranger.
He's a ranger. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too when it came to
Right.
the warden position.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, that would make sense to me.
Like I said, Valerie would be a great choice too because she's also, obviously part paladin is part of the warden, champion kind of thing, whatever. So, but either way,
Mm-hmm.
so we're thinking Ekadayo.
Is it
Yeah.
Ekandayu?
Yes.
All right. Let me see if I can find Ekandayu. He's not under the normal companions. Let's see. It's probably under my NPC. There he is. Yes, Ekandayu is good in either the warden or the ranger role. Whichever one you put him in, he does automatically invest. So you're 3 for 3. So you get to invest in 4 of the other 5. So one of the PCs will not be invested in their position, but I think you cover all of the stats. That's the way the other group did it is, and you can, by the way, change who's invested every morning. So it doesn't always have to be the same ones,
I
but
always forget that.
Yep. So, do you wish
Well,
to
with
invest?
Lindsay, we ended up being invested in counselor. We ended
Mhm.
up being invested in culture.
And I assume our invested treasurer is economy, right?
I would believe that treasure is economy. You should be able to see that in the book.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
um
yeah, economy.
so really
I think the ruler should be invested.
Yeah,
I would say probably of all of them not to be invested right now would probably be me. Because we've decided as a kingdom at the moment that culture is not our priority.
That's what we did in our tabletop group. So I didn't get vested because I was in the counselor role, and that was culture.
And
So
so investing in me would add bonuses to culture, which is not what we're interested in at the moment. And so with that
Yes.
being the case, I think,
Mhm.
investing the rest of you guys at the moment is probably the right course.
well, maybe. So let's think about this the other way. Economy is our highest score, and Jubilost is giving us an economy boost by
Mhm.
being invested.
I don't
Mhm.
think the invested bonuses stack, by the way. So honestly, you're going to have more than you'll possibly get.
Hmm.
Mhm.
It doesn't honestly at this point. It doesn't really matter because you already got 3 other invested. That see, most groups put the other group put everyone in the wrong position. They made Lindsay the treasurer. I forgot where they put the other one, or they only had to invest 2 of them. But so you guys already have, assuming those are each to 3 different skills, because let's see, there's 2
Yep.
positions that go to each skill. So 3 of the skills I think are already got the investment bonus. So as
Right.
long as you pick a PC that's in the one skill that isn't, then you're invested in all the skills. But I don't think 2 invested people in the same skill give you an additional bonus. I think the most you can get is the 1. So it's not as big a deal as you guys think. I don't want you to waste too
Okay.
much time on this.
Right.
But
well, then you should have just left it with Tim saying do everybody but him.
okay, well I'm cool with that. But then you guys kind of
It wasn't Chuck that chimed in. That was me. Sorry.
Oh
Mhm.
no, that's okay. He kept going on and on though, and then says I don't want to spend too much time on this.
Right. Okay. Um.
Yeah, do what Tim suggested. I'm fine with that.
all right. So let's just do that, and then if somebody doesn't like it, let me know and I'll undo it.
Well,
There we
you
go.
said we can change them down the road.
Yes, you
Said daily, right?
Yeah,
Daily.
if
Yeah.
we needed to, yeah.
So
as
if
far as I know.
right, so if we don't need Fidget one day, we need more of Raven, then we'll switch it to Raven the next day.
You always need more of Raven, but I understand.
Okay,
Well,
so
like
real quick, everybody go to the second tab. That is activities. Each of the people that invested in a skill get to choose one skill related to their score to become trained in. So you get to be trained in 4 more skills.
Hmm.
And remember, when you're trained in a skill, that means you get to add the level of the kingdom plus the stat plus 2. Whereas if you're untrained, it's only the stat. You don't get to add the level of the kingdom and you don't get to add the plus 2.
And that's on like page 20 of the player's
Mhm.
guide. Has the skill with its key ability
So
to
you
help
can
people
see
know what
which
they are.
skill goes to your, yeah, like if you're the emissary, you would want to pick one of the skills that is linked to the stat that you're linked to.
so I would pick Warfare.
Well, there should be another one linked to general, right?
Um,
Or is it just warfare? 1, 2,
I don't know. How am I going to look at that? Defense.
13, 14,
No, general is
15,
stability.
16.
The key ability for general is stability. So you would
So
look
you
at
could
any of the
invest
stats that are
in
based on stability.
wilderness or
and then look in the activities at what
Engineering.
you think we're going to want to do. For instance, we know we're going to need to claim hexes, so we're going to have to get boosts in economies. We know, so exploration, it looks like, well, of course, claim hex.
No, the claim hex uses one tied to each of the stats because they know how important it is and they don't want to punish anyone. So you can use
Okay, cool.
exploration, intrigue, magic, or wilderness to claim hex.
But it says you can do that untrained under exploration.
Yes, but by training, just like our train stats in the other thing, those stats will get boosted by being
Right,
trained.
but I'm looking primarily at the trained activities. Are there any of these that are really important to us? Like under engineering, there's irrigation and repair reputation.
Probably not going to be doing those right away.
Yeah, but
You know,
yeah,
industry
engineering-
is relocate capital. So what? You know,
right.
intrigue has a lot. Magic has a couple,
But let's
like
see, Troy
establishing a
is
trade
stability.
agreement
So Troy is stability. So he's got wilderness
and engineering.
and defense and agriculture.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, agriculture's. Well, I thought that would be economy.
I think there's 4 skills tied to each ability, I think.
And so each ability can get one, basically.
Right. They get to pick one plus you got 2 based on the heartland you picked or the
Right, which is engineering and politics, which are already in there.
Yep.
If you want suggestions, Troy, say so. Otherwise, I'm going to stay quiet. This is your choice.
Well, you guys got to pick 2. I mean, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, but ours are different. Will all be different
Mm-hmm.
because
Right.
of our key ability.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think? I'm thinking probably agriculture, but go ahead.
Either agriculture or I think engineering would be the second choice.
Engineering's already trained, so
Yep. You cannot take anything above trained right now, not till the kingdom hits
Oh,
7th.
oh, sorry.
Then agriculture. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, agriculture. Agriculture it is. I will make agriculture trained. See, it jumps from +3
Yep.
to +6.
Yeah.
And remember, your control DC is 14. So most skill checks are going to be against that control DC. So +6, you only have to roll an 8 on the D20 to hit it. But if you're only +3, you have to roll an 11, which is
Right.
less than 50%. All right. So whoever's next,
Madam President, what would you choose?
I think the leader's what? Culture?
Loyalty.
Loyalty. So that's
Yeah.
warfare, statecraft,
Politics.
politics,
Politics is already trained.
and intrigue. So intrigue, statecraft, and warfare.
Intrigue.
Okay. Yeah, warfare is not going to be a thing for a while. It's going to be a while before you guys have to worry about armies. But there will be armies. All right. So that is your ruler. So next would be Dominic's already done his. How about Picklock, the emissary? What's the emissary tied to? Culture?
Loyalty.
Also loyalty.
Loyalty. Okay, so you're going to get another loyalty one.
Statecraft, I guess.
Yep, statecraft is a good one. All right. Okay, and that puts us over to Fidget, the Viceroy, that should be culture, right?
That's economy.
Economy.
Ooh, none of them are culture. So, all right. Well, economy is trade, industry, exploration, and boating.
All right, guys. Do you like boating, industry, or trade?
Exploration or trade. Okay.
Exploration obviously be good too. We still have a lot of exploration to do, but
Mm.
I don't know. I'm kind of torn on these.
For me, it
The
would be either
trade
boating or
is-
exploration. But again,
ex-
different priorities.
Yeah, no, that's
eh,
fine.
Yeah.
Exploration's probably smart.
I'm thinking exploration or trade.
Yeah, trade, you get to collect taxes and repair reputation.
Mhm.
I'm thinking
I still think probably exploration, though, don't you?
I do.
All right, let's go exploration.
All right, exploration is selected. Let me go back. Why am I doing this in the book? Why don't I just do the PDF? It's easier. All right, let's.
And it's built into the module.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I like looking at the actual. There is a kingdom creation in the module, but okay. So let's go back to our total. You choose your leaders. The 4 invested leaders chooses to apply the train proficiency to a different kingdom skill. You may not choose skills that have already received training from your choice of government type. These proficiency ranks cannot be reassigned later. Okay, we've got the +1 bonus. We got all the invested stuff. The first village. Oh, I need to do that milestone thing too. We'll get to that in a minute. All right. I think I'm done with that sheet. So let me go to the world tab. Let's see. Your capital settlement is Riverton. It's a village. It's level 1. It's been added. Currently, it has no storage. Its consumption is base 1. I don't think there's anything else we need to do right now. Let's see. I'll need to add Lindsay's activity to the sheet. We'll do that in a little bit. I'm going to go to the stolen lands map real quick, and I'm going to put the Stag Lord's Fort is going to be where your city is. So I am going to turn that hex into your first kingdom hex.
Bum, bum, bum.
And when we do that, it's mapped and it's cleared and claimed. So you'll now notice on the map there is a red hex. As your kingdom grows, when you claim hexes, those hexes will turn red. So it is Ferris the First. It's in winter. And I believe we're just about ready for our first kingdom turn. Each kingdom turn, let me make sure that I'm not missing anything. That went pretty smooth. Let's see. Okay. We calculated the skill modifiers, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me look at my milestones. Let's see. Do I have a kingdom milestones thing in here? Let's see. Let's go to journal first and see if they got milestones in here. Kingdom. They do not. Let me go to the compendium and see if they have milestones. Of course, they do not, so I will have to get a milestone sheet. Your kingdom gets XP just like a character. Think of your kingdom as a character. And when you reach certain milestones, you get really big bumps. There's also quests that give you XP. Every time you claim a hex, you get XP. Every certain events or anytime you complete an event, you get XP. And if you have any resource points left over at the end of a turn that you don't use, that gets converted to XP. And
Hmm.
since your max level is level 4 right now, I'm not necessarily I give you more XP than the game advises until you get your kingdom within 1 level of where it needs to be. All right, so let me open up a Word doc and I'm putting these milestones in here and we're going to see if you guys got any of the milestones yet. Claim your first landmark, claim your first refuge, establish your first village, which you have done. Reach kingdom size 10, establish diplomatic relations. All 8 leadership roles are assigned. That is one. And okay, so you will get 40 for your first village, and you'll get 60 for 60 for the all 8 leadership roles are assigned. So you start off at 100 XP.
Nice.
Your
10%.
your kingdom needs 1,000, just like you do. I'm going to try to find the way. I'm going to change you guys over to a slowed advancement where it takes you 1,200 XP to level instead of 1,000. That'll kind of slow down the leveling a little bit because right now there's more shit in the game than you can ever possibly do. So I want you guys to be able to do as much as you can without over leveling. But it would be better if I slowed it down to 12. But your kingdom will always level at 1,000. All right, so we're going to do the first kingdom turn. Let me get my kingdom turn sheet out. So you got each kingdom turn is a week, but we always consider it you're basically using the whole month when we're doing extended kingdom turns like this. So basically, it's up to you guys how many kingdom turns you want to do, but you could say we want to spend the next year doing kingdom turns, in which case we would do 12 kingdom turns back to back. So I'd say tonight we're just going to see how many we can get done. So let me do that. All right.
So while there be while we're doing these kingdom turns, then you'll like come at us with the random things that happen and whatnot in the kingdom.
There are events. There's a chance
Yeah.
every kingdom turn of an event. There's also some in-game events that are supposed to happen based on where you are in the storyline.
Yep. Okay.
Um, and also, what do you do those other 3 weeks when we're doing extended kingdom turns? That's downtime. You guys can if we do like 10 kingdom turns, that means you get 10 times 3 weeks. That means you got 30 weeks of downtime that you can be doing. You can be earning gold pieces, doing earning income, or you could be crafting, or you could be retraining, or anything else you do during downtime. So kingdom turns are in steps. You can usually see them by clicking on the activities tab. If you notice in the activities tab on the right side, there's commerce, leadership, region, civic, and army. Those are the phases. And when you click on a phase, it'll put the things you can do in that phase. But before we go into commerce phase, you actually have another couple of phases you have a phase called upkeep phase. And the first upkeep phase step is new leadership. And that's if you decide to switch around, like you say, hey, I don't like being viceroy, I want to be emissary, or you want to put Jubilost in a new role. You would do that as a assigned leadership role activity during upkeep. I'm going to assume that you're not going to do that on the first turn. So we're going to move on, and okay, because during the first turn, the unrest is always 0 on the first turn. We don't worry about unrest, but usually unrest would be a part of upkeep. You assign leadership roles, you adjust unrest. There's no unrest to adjust, so we leave it alone. Then we do resource collection. And I actually roll the dice. This is based on your 5d4. This is how many resource points. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and clear the log. It'll take a minute, but hopefully it'll clear. Let's try that again. There we go. All right, I'm going to roll resource points. Let's see if it works.
Come on, 20.
This is also if you have lumber yards and stuff. It's 5d4. So you got 12 resource points. So if you notice on the front page, your kingdom size is 1, you have 12 resource points, and you have 1 fame. What is fame? Fame is like hero points. you can spend the fame to re-roll any D20 roll. So if you roll really shitty on one, you as a group can decide to spend the fame to do the re-roll. So, okay, we're done with resource collection. Now we pay consumption. This is where your settlements and armies require a certain amount of provisions. This is where
Yep.
you spend consumption. It's just like civilization. But on your first kingdom turn, your kingdom's consumption score is 0. Skip to the next step. So now we go to commerce phase. So if you look on the activities tab, the first choices on commerce phase, you don't do these very often, but you have collect taxes, you have approve expenses, you have tap commodities, and you have manage trade agreements. You have no trade agreements yet, so you can ignore that one. Collect taxes is you can try to collect taxes from your people, which I believe will increase your resource points next turn. But collecting taxes, if you collect taxes, you attempt to bolster your economy base checks for the remainder of the kingdom turn. So you make a check. I forget which stat it's based on. It's based on trade. If you make a DC 14 trade check, if you're successful, you actually get a +1 circumstance bonus to economy-based checks for the remainder of the turn. If, however, you try to collect taxes during 2 consecutive turns, it increases unrest. People don't like it when you collect tax. If you choose not to collect taxes and you do have unrest, instead you can make a flat check to try to reduce the unrest by 1. So I assume you guys are not going to want to collect taxes on the first turn.
Correct.
All right. Approve expenses basically allows you to attempt to approve lifestyle activity or withdraw funds. Basically, it lets you use the kingdom's treasury for your own personal. So it's like, I really want a +1 sword and I don't have any gold. I can try to turn some of the kingdom's resource points into gold. Usually the citizenry doesn't like it
Nah.
when you do that. But if you are an infamy group, you might be more likely to do that. Tap commodities, that's the one you're most likely to do. We have way too much of lumber and we don't need it. You can try to trade the commodities with someone else to get more. So you trade the lumber and get a chance to get more resource points next turn.
Okay.
So probably none of those this turn because you don't have that. You don't have any commodities. So let's move on to the leadership phase. Okay, during the leadership phase, you get to do 2 actions for each leader in the group, and you have 5 leaders. So you can do up to 10 leadership activities. If you have a castle, palace, or town hall in your capital, you can actually do up to 3 leadership activities. So if you click on leadership, it will show you all the leadership activities. I will let you guys look at those. I believe claiming hexes is regional. So probably not a lot of these you're going to want to do right away, but take a look at them real quick. I'll answer any questions if you have any.
So, just for reference, our tabletop group, which is much further along, of course, we rarely use all of our leadership phases because, as Chuck just said, a lot of times there's not much we need to do. Um,
Right.
they're just kind of depends on what it is. Um, at some point, we'll want to recruit an army. Um, that's not necessarily now. Of course, there is Quell and Rest, which we don't have right now. But look through a couple of them that look interesting to see if anything um, floats your boat or you think it's something we should do.
Tim wants a supernatural solution.
I'm reading it right now.
Take a close look at focused attention.
Yeah, that's where
That
I was
is
going to go.
that's aid another basically. And I let people use it on any type of kingdom check. That's not a flat check, but if it is a check where you're making a skill check, anyone can say, I would like to use one of my leadership activities for focused attention to try to help. So
Okay. So first, let's figure out what we want to do, and then we can figure out who's going to help what.
Yeah, one of the things we do with focused attention is Chuck doesn't make us do it during this part. If we have them left, he knows we're putting it on hold until we get to the next phase where we actually
Okay.
might need them.
In the early game, the two most important phases are going to be region and civic. That's where you claim hexes and build structures in your settlement.
Right.
Which reminds me, I don't have a structures thing yet, do I? Okay, I have a few. All right.
Clandestine business.
Oh, wait a minute. I got to
Oh,
remember your settlement got something free because you built it in Stag's Rest. I believe you can start off with a town hall.
That
Oh,
sounds correct.
So I need to put that on your, I will add that to your village. That's on the world tab. There's going to be a place under
so
there where
that
I put your
means that we
structures.
each get 3 leadership actions.
Correct, because you have a free town hall. So boom.
Nice.
Because what we needed with us not using them all was more.
And because what Deb and I will do is we will create a map for each settlement, and it will each, we'll get into the settlements. Well, we may get into them today, depending on what you choose to do, but we will create a map for the settlements.
We already have.
Have we done it for this one?
Yeah. There's a blank one, remember?
Oh yeah, I don't think I've added it yet, but I can do that in a minute if we need it. Or I can go ahead and start working on it while we're doing this.
All right. So, yeah, there's not a lot that we need to do or we really can do in the leadership tab at the moment, right?
The only thing we could potentially do at this point is there's one below that's called purchase commodities
I was just reading that one.
because we're going to need lumber in order to build a house, build the houses.
Right.
We
What
have
do
to
we need
have
to build farms? Because I'm sure we're going to need to build farms and such, right?
eventually
Later on.
that's one of the region activities, but yes, we can. But right now we don't have the right land for a farm yet because we haven't started claiming hexes.
Right. Okay. Makes sense.
So, but you have to have you have to have a residence. So for every block, which is 4 little squares of buildings, the town hall takes up 2 of those. You have to have some form of residence. Houses are less expensive than an inn, but they
Right.
both work as a level 1 structure for a residence. Because without a residence, without enough residences, you start to get unrest.
Makes sense.
So you have to have a residence. So the first thing we're going to want to build is either an inn or a house. Now, the inn costs a whole lot more RP, and we only have 12 RP. So, um, depending on what else takes RP, as to whether or not we do that. But we could do purchase commodities so that we could try to get the lumber so that we could build a house.
Yes. I agree with that.
So this is one of those things that one of us can do a focused attention
Yep.
for a trade check, and then to see if somebody gets a +2 to their trade check. Because we've only got a +4, which means we've got to roll a 10 or
Right.
higher.
I could try to assist.
So that would be, that right there, that takes care of 2 of our 10. So 1 each for 2 people. For
No, that takes care of 2 of our 15.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We've got a town hall, so we have 15.
Yeah.
Yes. And then when we get into region and civic activities, we'll do additional focused attentions for whatever it is we're doing there. At our
Okay.
size kingdom right now, we don't have a ton of things we can do yet. So, we won't use them all. And we don't have a lot of resource points yet, so we won't do a ton.
Oh, and focused attention. Does anything bad happen if you fail?
It does not.
Okay, good. So it's not really like aid then.
Correct. You do not get negatives
because
for focused
because
attention.
it's a DC 20, and our best skill is +7. So
You have ADHD and you focus on the squirrel instead of the
yeah,
task that was in front of you.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Trust me. Yes. Our other group went through this whole thing too. It's just like, but what if we fail? Because these are high DCs, and it's just like, yeah, there's no negative. So if you succeed, great, you get a +2. If you roll a natural 20, if Chuck does this game like he did our other game, you'll get a +4.
ooh,
Not on a critical success, but on a nat 20.
right.
Also, nat 20s also give you fame points.
Oh, nice. That's our goal.
Remember my name.
Will you roll
Okay, so go down to
for the
purchase
focused
commodities.
attention? No, the focused
So
attention.
the focused attention is the same skill you need for whatever check you're making.
So you have to do trade.
Yep.
Hmm.
If
Okay.
it's a trade check, yes, you do.
Okay. To get a 20, I have to roll a 16 or better. Wow.
Yeah. So it's nice that you can't, that failures don't hurt.
Right. All right. Well, shall I roll the focused attention then?
Chucky, you ready?
Yes. So what's he doing focused attention for?
He's going to do focus attention for purchase commodities, which is a DC 14 trade check.
All right. So yeah, go ahead and I think focused attention's against a DC. Does it tell you? Oh, it's a
20.
It's not really 20. It's 15 because these rules were made before remaster went live,
Okay.
and in remaster you need a 15. So yeah, you only have to do a 15 to give a +2.
Okay.
Yep.
Is it a
Go.
blind or public?
Did you tell him how we did the rolls, Deb, where we just take turns? I missed that part.
No, but that's up to everybody how we wanted to.
Well, he's using his leadership activity, so that's cool.
Exactly.
No, don't worry about making it blind. Make it a public roll.
And it still rolled it blind.
That's okay.
Yeah, and you succeeded. Yeah, it shows up in the chat, but the dice all have question marks.
Yeah, if you look in the chat,
Interesting.
you can see
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I see it. Okay. Ooh, barely, but that's good. That's good
Not
enough.
barely. It's actually, remember, it's 15, not 20.
Oh yeah.
So you made it by quite a bit. It doesn't matter though. There is no benefit for a crit. Okay, so what's the other one you're going to do?
We're going to try to purchase commodities.
Purchase commodities. Okay, so
we need lumber.
With a +2 circumstance.
So whoever's rolling this, who's using their ability to do this?
Now, what Chuck was just talking about earlier is so that we weren't all trying to figure out who's going to do what. We just started going down the list of names, the player list, and everybody just kind of whoever was next in line.
Okay.
Did the rolls, and that way, everybody, if everything is an economy roll, one person isn't making all the checks. That way, everybody gets a chance.
There will be times when I'll specifically say I need the warden, I need the general, I need the ruler.
Sure.
But for event resolution, but for most of these, you guys can just take turns.
I will make this one.
I was gonna say, so to make this one, Tim, just click on. You can actually click on the thing in chat
and add a +2 circumstance.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to give him the window or not, but
it does.
It does.
Okay, it didn't for me, but that's cool. Cool.
Okay, it did for me. So
purchase commodities.
Ooh,
nice.
Not a problem.
Crit success. So you actually get 4 commodities of the chosen type and 2 commodities of any other type except for luxuries. So what were you looking for? Lumber?
We were looking for lumber. And then I will allow our queen to decide what other commodities she would like.
Food. And
Two
I'm saying
food.
that because if we don't have food next time for our piddly little town, we'll go to unrest.
Right.
Yes,
Makes
that's what
sense.
you
Never
pay.
used
You
to do
pay
that.
consumption with food, and next round you will have a consumption of 1. So you get a
Okay.
consumption for each town and each army.
Perfect.
All right.
Perfect.
Okay. So any other leadership activities? You've used 2 of the potential 15.
15. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing that I can think of. We'll probably use additional focused attentions as we move on to the next 2 phases.
All right. So let's go to the region phase. The PC leaders can collectively attempt up to 3 region activities
Total.
total,
Not each.
and you can only do 1 claim hex around.
Okay. We definitely want to do a claim hex then.
And it has to be a reconnoitered hex, and it must be adjacent to at least 1 hex that's already part of your kingdom.
Okay.
I believe at first level, you can only use once, but once your kingdom hits a 4th level, you may do it twice per turn, and after 9th level, you may select it up to 3 times per turn. When you select, well, okay, you'll get XP if and when you successfully claim a hex.
Okay.
So
So
you
from
know,
here, there are only 3 hexes we can claim from here.
2 actually.
Well,
Oh,
the northeast.
Oh, that one's not green, but it's reconnoitered.
Yeah, the northwest and the due west.
no, I have a northeast, northwest is record. West is not.
yeah, west is not reconnoitered. You have never.
Interesting. Mine says explored and reconnoitered.
Mine does too.
Try
Mine does too.
refreshing.
618, 518, and
Oh,
519.
I thought,
519.
yeah, those are. I thought you were talking about 620.
That would be
That
east.
All right, fuck off. Yeah.
Sorry.
617, 618, and 619. Well, you already got 619. Yes. 618, 617 are both reconnoitered.
Okay. So which way do you guys want to go?
Or in what?
Northeast, northwest,
16.
I'd
or
say let's
east?
head north towards Oleg's.
I think this one. 519.
River
Yep.
crossing. All
That's
right.
what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah. Let's gobble up the rivers.
Okay, so that is hills terrain. The terrain does.
The hills are alive.
Well, actually, it doesn't matter for claiming. It only matters for building certain things. So for claiming, you will spend 1 resource point. So I will drop you from 12 to 11. Is somebody going to try the aid another action on this? Or the focused attention?
Are we working our way up the list? Because Mike went, then Tim went, so it would be me if we're going up.
Sure.
Okay, then I will aid. I will do the aid another.
Okay,
and
so
Alphys will roll the check.
which
And
stat
then
is best for you guys for this? It's not wilderness. It's not magic. It must be exploration.
Intrigue.
7.
Oh,
Like I
intrigue
said,
is plus 6.
Exploration is 7, so you'll
Yeah.
want to go
Yeah.
exploration. Funny, in my other group, it's wilderness. Oh. All right, so Deb, you're rolling. Are you doing the focused attention?
I am.
All right, so do the
exploration.
exploration. Okay, it is a fail, but not a crit fail, so she will not add anything to the roll, but she will not subtract anything either. Actually, I think on focused attention, I don't think you can get a negative.
You can't.
No.
We already talked through that.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so all right, so that means Troy is next, and he's just going to have to do it on his own.
You gonna put it in the chat?
Exploration.
Let me put it on the chat. Hold on. Whoops, not clear hex. It's making me mad because everything's showing up. Let me try that and see if everything claim hex. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
Okay, it's based on how I have my dice. If I have my dice on blind roll, it automatically brings them in secret.
Exploration is our best, Troy.
Yep.
There you go.
And no. Okay.
All right. So it cost you.
That hit right where it was supposed to.
Oh, it did. It did.
Uh,
14. Yeah. The dice
Increases your kingdom's size by 1.
So I will
Oh,
make it reconnoitered, mapped, cleared, and claimed. Boom. You have a
nice.
kingdom size of 2. Let's see how many XP you spent the RP. Where's the special? It's normally worth 10 XP, but since you're so far below, I multiply everything by 3. So it's 30 XP, and you're at 130 XP. All right. Congratulations. You have a hex.
I don't think we
Okay.
need roads yet.
You have 2 extra actions. Any other things you want to do?
Do we want to create farmland or establish farmland rather?
Can we establish a farmland in that area?
Okay.
He said it's hills, right?
Yeah, hills and river.
You just have to claim. You can't build farmland in your kingdom hex. That's your capital.
Right.
No, the one we just.
But the one we just took.
Yes, it's either plains or hills. So absolutely, you can try to do farmland there if you want.
Yep.
And that is
So Picklock would do a focus if he wants to add focus to it.
Yeah. And
Is there
let's
a
see.
rule for
We have to
farmland?
spend 2 RP, and the check is against your control DC plus 5 to establish.
okay.
I always forget it's screwed up where it doesn't tell you which skill check to do.
Ooh,
But
control DC is 14.
Yep. I got to discover what farmland, what skill that is. Let's see. Let's see. Farmland. Where are you? It is agriculture. It is an agriculture check. So,
Okay, good. We're trained. That's a little easier.
what Wookie would do is click on that. There is no clicker in this one because, well, I don't know why. Maybe you can use multiple skills, but agriculture. Let me double check, make sure there's no other skills you can use.
Yeah, it doesn't say in the description.
I got to close all these other. I got a bunch of books open. All right, let's see. Farmland, farmland, farmland. No, I think it's only agriculture. I don't know why they didn't put the roll in there, but so he'll have to click on the sheet where it just says +6 with a die, and he's going for a 15.
Is anybody gonna try and help him?
Well, that's what I thought I was saying. I thought you were doing the focused.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
It's up to you guys if you want to do that, but
What do you think, Book? You want to help or you want to just roll the farmland?
If it makes sense to help me, can I open how to can I open that sheet back up without your assistance?
you can. You have to drag the kingdom macro down to your bar. I'll help you guys find that later. For now, I'll just reshare it. I will tell you this, if you're doing it in hills, you must spend 2 RP and the check is against your control DC +5,
Yep.
So it's a 19.
which means you're going for a 19. So,
hmm
Do you want me to roll agriculture?
Yes.
yep. But the question we need to know first, are you just going for it or are you trying to do the 8 another first?
I need to aid another.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Yes.
Do you
You can use one of your what was it, leadership points, which we have 15 minus the 2 we've already used.
Oh, the resource points.
right to
Yeah,
aid?
no,
Try to aid. Yeah.
leadership points.
Other leadership.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'll just go for it, I guess.
All right,
All
he's
right.
going for it. Okay, it is a fail, but not a critical fail. So you fail to establish a farmland hex. Remember, you do have one fame point. I don't know if you want to use it on this because this is a pretty high DC.
Yeah.
And if you critically fail this, it's bad.
Mhm. I would say skip it for now. My opinion.
The good
Yeah.
news is you guys have you have 2 food right now, so
Hmm.
you've got some breathing room at least 1 or 2 rounds. So,
Mhm.
all right. Did you want to try anything else?
Why did the sheet go away?
No idea.
How about we do where to go? Gather livestock.
I was just going to ask if you wanted to gather livestock or go fishing.
Yeah, those are other ways to get.
Get food.
Yep.
Mhm.
Gather livestock is a wilderness check. Go fishing is a boating check.
I say go fishing because we got a +4 there, and wilderness is only a +3.
Yep. So you want to go fishing?
Yep.
Sure, let's go fishing.
Do you guys want to do the 8 another, or do you want to?
Mike, you want to aid or you want to just roll it?
I think I will aid.
Okay.
And that was which role? That's fishing or
Boating.
boating?
Boating. It's
Yeah.
I put the thing in the chat. You can just
Oh, okay.
click on it. Okay. Thank God that was well. It
The
still
aid.
wouldn't. It would have
Yeah.
only been a fail. Okay, so I guess it goes to Tim to do the actual roll.
Sorry, Tim.
That's okay.
Woo,
Oh, look at you
almost
go.
crit. So you succeeded. You gain 1 food commodity.
Very nice.
So now we have 3
Yep.
food.
Yep, 3 food, and you have to have at least 1 hex that's on water, but you guys do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So,
we have two. We
yep.
have 2.
All right, so that is the end of the region phase, or the region. We go to civic. Civic, you only get 1 activity for each of the kingdom settlements. You only have 1 settlement. The good news is there's only 2 civic activities to choose from.
I think
Build
we're going to
structure
build something, right?
demolish.
Yep. I would think we'd probably build.
So I did find the map for your area.
There is no token in this scene which gives me visibility.
Oh, that's right. Hold on. Configure. Turn off token vision. Turn off the fog of war. Boom. Oh, and I want to tie this to that. Okay, there we go. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Yes.
And here's your town hall, which I'm going to have to do the thing to, which is really annoying. Let's see. I have to unlock the token and I have to increase the size. Let's see. It
Move
is,
it over 1.
well, let me make it big first. Let's see. Where is the grid? Why isn't there a lock on it? All right, so we're going to make it 10 wide and 5 high.
Oh.
There we go. And update the token. There we go. Okay, so each of these represents a square, a block. So you can put it anywhere you want. Where do you want it, Deb? Here?
All the way to the edge.
All right, and here's the river. Remember, your kingdom kind of backs up to a river.
Right.
So, okay, so what structure do you want to build?
We have to build a residence, guys, and we don't have enough to build
Yep.
an inn. I think the only thing we have enough to build is the house.
A house it is.
So you're going for houses. Hold on, I got to get my structures thing out. There we go.
Spend half the structure's listed RP and commodity cost. And then attempt a specified check.
So it's 3 RP and 1 lumber, and it's an industry DC 15 jet.
And industry is one that you're not trained in.
Yeah, of course.
So how many RP? 3?
Yep.
The good news is you do have 1 fame left.
Mhm.
So,
We can
okay.
also do the. I will do
Aid.
the focus first,
Yep.
just to see if I can give somebody a boost.
Focused attention. Ah, her focus has more focus. And so who is next? Troy?
Roy.
So it's going to be industry
+2.
+2.
Correct.
+1 or +2?
Two.
+2.
Okay.
2.
Okay.
Yep.
So let's go
What's
there.
the DC for this check?
It's
DC 45.
doesn't tell you, does it?
Yes,
No.
it says it's a DC 15.
It's on
Oh.
each structure has its own DC. That's why. So yeah, 15.
Oh, okay. Where do we see the structures?
It's in your book.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's in
I
the
knew I'd
Kingmaker
seen it.
player
I just
guide.
can't
Houses
remember
is on
where.
page 53.
Okay, that's a success. Nearly a critical success. It's not quite, but it is a success. So your houses are going onto the map. What was there an error retrieving the wild card token? Don't give me that. Where is? Oh, it's doing the random thing. I don't want it to do the random thing. What the hell?
We had a ghost.
I know.
We're putting up a haunted house.
I don't want you to do the wild card thing. Let's see. It's doing the wild card thing. Hold on.
What the heck's a wild card thing?
Well, that's easier said than done.
Something only Chuck sees.
It's randomizing the name, and usually it only does that when I hold a key down while I pull it out. But because sometimes I don't want you to know the name of the monster, and remember these are treated as character tokens. So let me turn off the NPC mystifier for a moment and see if that fixes it. Well, it says houses, but for some reason the picture of the houses isn't. What's that? What's that noise?
Not it.
Was not me, said the eye.
Well, I'm trying
I
to figure
see
out the name.
Altus's name keeps flashing, but I'm not hearing him.
Yeah, he might have some weird shit going on. Well, I'm gonna have to find it's not telling me the name of the file either. Houses avatar under tokenizer NPC images. Oh, Kingmaker 2 assets, maps, settlements, buildings. Okay. Kingmaker 2. So well, hopefully it'll fix later. I can't get it to work right now.
Okay. You can hear me?
I can now.
Yep.
Oh, it's because I have my boom up above my head, so you guys aren't hearing me cough.
Ah. Okay, so the
I
one was a
know how that
prototype.
works.
This is not a prototype. That's why I wasn't getting the lock on the other one. Weird. Let me try something. Let me drag it directly from here instead.
And housing's only one square.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's having trouble recovering the images. So for now, it's going to have to be the ghost. Sorry.
Yeah.
Nothing I
That's
can do
okay.
about it without
Where we
spending
want
a
that.
lot of time.
For now,
We'll be able to
that's
figure
fine.
it
I mean,
out.
we know it's a house.
Ghost.
Yep. And we're
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
mm. Oh, big ghost.
Oh,
Yep.
There's
Guys,
the houses.
I'll be right back.
okay.
All right. So that's it for this. So next is army, and we have nothing.
Yeah. Did you want the house there, or you want somewhere else?
There's perfect.
Okay.
I think we should train our army of one.
Yeah, we will not be doing the army because obviously you don't have an army yet.
Let's
see.
deploy them
Troy,
somewhere.
Troy is our army.
Let's deploy me somewhere. Where do I want to go?
Greenland.
We should outfit our army because well, his clothing just.
We'll
needs
send you to
designing.
Greenland.
Good. Rather go to Iceland, but
Reykjavik is beautiful in the summer.
In the summer, sure. Mm-hmm.
I have been there in the winter. It's not so pretty.
Not so fun.
Okay, what the hell?
I do
All
not
right.
know.
All right, let me go back to, I'll deal with this later. Okay, so we finish the last phase. So after those phases, we go to, where's my phases? Army
You gotta do
activity.
whatever the event
Back.
phase, isn't it? Isn't it the event phase?
Yeah, for some reason the event phase isn't on my DM screen. I have to go to the book. Let's see. Okay, activity phase. Then you go to the event phase. We check for a random event. So whoever's next just needs to roll a straight D20.
I think that's Wookiee, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
just a flat
Wook,
check.
wook, wook, Wookie.
There you go. Good man.
No, it should have been lower.
Oh, that's actually Chuck. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So, I mean, I can roll these or you guys can roll them. It doesn't matter. You just tell
No,
me.
we can roll them.
All right. So, Wookie, do you know how to just roll a regular D20? Just click on the D20 on the left side of the screen and then there's a D20 you can just click on. There you go. Pookie.
That wasn't a 1.
An event the first time would have been really cool. So what happens is the event DC drops by 5, becomes an 11. Next kingdom turn, it's 11 or higher. If it doesn't happen then we go down to 6, and then we go down to 1. So eventually you will have a kingdom, you will have an event, but it starts
Makes
off at a
sense.
16. I think my first group actually went the whole time without. Okay, so
We
event.
did. We had an event right off.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Event resolution, there's no event. So now we apply Kingdom XP. So you have 6 RP left. I multiply 6 by 3 and I get 18. So you're up to 148. All right.
Chuck are good at math.
And if you're over 1,000, your kingdom levels up. Your kingdom is not over 1,000. So assuming you at least want to do one more, if not more. So can we assume that a month advances and we do another one?
Yep.
Yes.
And what are we doing in our downtime, guys?
Oh, we can figure all that out after we figure out.
Oh yeah, we don't do downtime at the same time as we do kingdom turns. What'll happen is whenever we're finally done and you say, okay, we want to go back to normal adventuring, then at that point we'll calculate how many months, how many kingdom turns you took, and we will. So someone keep track of these. This is 1, and then we'll calculate how many weeks you have, and then everyone can tell me what they do during their downtime.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if we needed to go out and reconnoiter hexes because we wanted to claim them as part of the kingdom, for example. If that was going to happen as a part of this, you know what I'm saying?
We can't, there's really no way to do that and do the mass kingdom turns. Now we got a little more flexibility in this group because it's only virtual, But my tabletop group, when they do their kingdom turns, we do them virtually. We do everything else at the table. Obviously, we can't say we have to end the game. It just the timing has to be perfect. In this game, we have more flexibility because we could, if you guys wanted to start adventuring, we could immediately go back into adventure mode and boom, you're adventuring. We can do that if you want, but
Yep.
it's usually easier just to
Nope.
stack the kingdom turns.
No reason we need to. And really there's no reason that we need to go with what we're doing and reconnoiter a hex because we need to claim it for any reason. I was just thinking if there was a reason that there was a hex that we needed to reconnoiter that we wanted to claim for the kingdom as a part of kind of that month's kingdom activities. If you know what I'm saying.
Tim, is there a dog in your room playing with a squeaky toy?
Yes, there is.
Okay, that's what that is.
Yes, she got herself one of those Kong squeaky tennis balls the other day when she went to the pet store. And she won't give it back to me.
Goodness. All right, so let's go ahead and move into another kingdom turn. Like I said, usually it's easier to stay in one mode or the other and not switch back and forth. But yeah, if you needed to, you guys could, since we're doing everything remote. If you guys say, "Hey, between kingdom turns, we want to run out and reconnoiter a hex real quick," we could do that. But I wouldn't suggest doing it tonight.
No.
Oh no, that's fine. And
Let's just do as many kingdom turns tonight as we can get in.
and there's no reason we should need to. I just wanted to know if it was, a thing that could be done if we had felt a need for it.
It can be done in my VTT games. It cannot be done in my tabletop games. So, and you guys are lucky. You're a VTT game. So yes,
So,
we can
quick
do it
question.
when need be.
We do not lose resources from turn to turn, correct?
Yes, you do. Resources go back to zero. That's why
Resource
there's
points go back to zero.
Okay.
not your
Okay.
resource
the
dice.
resources
No.
do not. The commodities.
Commodities don't go back to zero. Resource points go back to zero.
Okay.
I think that's what you're asking, right?
It is.
The unused ones turned into experience as well, right?
Exactly. That's why you're at 148. All right, let's get going because it's already 8 o'clock. These things do tend to take a little longer, but as you get more used to them, they will go faster. So we're in a new month, new phase. I'm going to assume that there's no reason. Well, first we have to resource collect, but there's no unrest and you're not changing leadership. So we're going to resource collection.
Yep.
Here we go. 14 resource points, which is about the same as last time. That's a good average roll. All right, so we're probably not messing with the taxes, the expenses, the commodities, or the trade agreements, unless you wanted to do the thing where you tap commodities, but you don't have that much. You have 3 food and you have 4 lumber. So are you ready to jump right into upkeep? Oh, we have to pay consumption too. You have 1 city, so your consumption, so your food goes from 3 to 2.
Right.
But you're not doing any of the other things in the commerce phase. So I assume we're going right into the activities phase.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, leadership. This is where you guys have 12 actions you can do, but there's probably not many of them you're going to want to do. So
15.
15, sorry. Believe me, eventually you will use them all, but
Yeah.
not yet.
I think Tim should create a masterpiece.
Darn right.
Create a masterpiece will give you 1 extra fame, which is kind of nice having that second roll. But you're only +1 in arts. So
yeah, it would be. I mean, it would be, critical fail is really where it is the only time it would really be really bad.
Right.
Yeah, critical fails are really bad. Unrest sucks. You get 1 point of unrest, you get -1 on all your skill checks.
Yeah.
So you want to avoid unrest as
But
long
yeah,
as
there's really no reason that we need to try to create a masterpiece at this point.
Yeah. No. Do we need any luxuries?
No.
No.
probably not.
I didn't think so. Yeah. What else did we want to do? Anything in here?
Probably not.
Rest and relax.
Rest and relax,
That
basically.
reduces unrest. Yeah, we don't have
Yeah,
any
you don't
unrest.
have unrest, so you don't really need to do it. You have no reason to send a diplomatic envoy because you haven't really met any groups out here yet.
Nope.
The kobolds, but
Yeah.
that's diplomacy, I think. I forget which skill that uses. Maybe statecraft.
Statecraft.
How about prognostication?
Prognostication.
Do we need to read the omens and provide advice on how best to prepare for near future events?
Yeah, it's another one we only have a +1 in.
Yeah.
No pledge of fealty yet because you don't have any freeholders.
Nope.
No reason to hire adventurers.
Nope.
I'm thinking you guys are going to want to just use the
The
focused
we need to
attention, but
focus.
we first need to move into the next phase.
Yeah, I think so.
So we're going into the region phase, which means reactivating the stolen lands map.
Let's claim a hex first.
All right. Oh, cool. Music just kicked in. I love that. There's your hexes.
How come I'm not seeing the hexes?
You have to
Very
click
slowly.
on the toggle hex control.
Okay, there we go. I thought I clicked
It was funny. I had it on. I had to click it off and then on again for it to come back.
Yeah, anytime you leave
Okay.
the map, you kind of have to reset it. So
Ah, there it is. Yep.
So now we have, if we want to claim a hex, we have multiple choices now. We have either one of the first two that we had choices of, then we have three more choices.
You want to work
Above
way
the
up
other
to
hex.
we have to get all the way up to plains before we can do a farm until we get more boost.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So do we want to go continue in a straight line from where we are now?
We can do
Kinda.
that, or we can go west so that we can claim a forest hex in a couple turns.
Yep, here.
Yeah, let's do that.
Well, we
and
could
then
do
that way
we could do a
can
forest
build
here
up.
though, right?
Yeah, if we want a forest, we could just claim this one.
We could do that, because that way we can build a lumber camp.
Yeah, this one is
Establish a work
hills.
site.
All right, let's just claim the one right next to our capital
This
then.
one is hills.
618.
Yeah.
It is.
So-
Everything around us is hills or forests. So
Mhm.
Yeah, we have to get most all the way back up to Olex before we can
Start our farms.
land.
I thought
All
he
right.
said farms could be built on hill tiles.
They can. They're just more difficult.
Oh, okay.
okay, so who's next? Me again? Because
Yep.
I think Wook already rolled
Yep.
last. So all right, I will aid.
I
And
honestly think aiding should be a group decision anyway, not just the decision of the person rolling.
Well, we didn't use it anywhere near all of them last time. Did we?
Yeah, there's no reason not to use them
Yeah, for
unless
now.
it's just a really low roll. But all right,
So we said our best was exploration, right?
I
Correct.
believe so. Yep, and I already spent the resource point. So
Here it goes. I got a question mark.
uh,
Ooh, nice.
damn, critical success. So I will allow that to be a +4 on the person going for claim act. This
All
is
right.
the only problem with aid another is when you roll really good and you're like, damn, why wasn't that just my roll?
Yeah, that's all right.
So that is a critical success as well.
Nice.
So on a critical success, you can claim a hex and you may immediately attempt to claim another hex as a free action. And that means that the normal rule that you can only do one hex claiming a turn can actually be bypassed, and you can actually try to do a second one.
All right,
So
let's try to do a second one. Debos. Yeah, I would say start going north.
Yeah,
Either
let's-
this one or follow the river
Oh,
this way. Either
hold
way.
on, I'm wrong. The occupation of the hex goes so smoothly that you can immediately attempt another region activity. It does not say that you can do another
Well,
claim
claim
a
a
hex.
Correct.
hex is a region activity.
Yes, but that
Yeah, but you can only do one of those per turn.
Oh, I
is
see.
another.
It, basically, rather than 3 region activities, you could do 4 because of the critical success.
right.
Okay.
so-
Now, if you were
So-
fourth level, then you could do another one and then still have 2 empty ones.
right.
Right.
So, yeah.
So you could go fishing now, or harvest crops, or
I think we wanna
livestock, or
establish work site.
Yeah.
on our farm. Yeah, or on our forest.
Yep.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
lumber.
Okay, so establish work site is an engineering check, which you guys aren't bad
Which
at.
is pretty good.
And you spend RP as determined by the hex's most inhospitable terrain. So I have to.
It is forest.
I think that table is on my screen. That's the good thing about the screen. Let's
Aha.
That's for the aid.
see. Forest is 4 resource points, so it will cost you 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We get a +4 to the check.
Jesus, another critical success. So yep, you get a +4 to the check.
Go Deb. Go Deb. Okay,
So
Troy, no
let's-
pressure. You get a +4.
Then I'll move
Plus
that to
4.
+4.
Plus
So
6
it's
is
10
plus.
total. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
All
need
you gotta
to
do
roll
is
question
4 or
mark.
better.
Question mark or better.
Oh.
Let's use a fame point for that.
Oh wait, can I use a? I mean, do we want to
Yeah.
Yes.
use a fame?
Use it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use
Let's
'Cause
generate
we
some wood
definitely are
income
gonna need
here.
lumber for and pretty much almost any building we build.
So
right.
you do not. There is no way to right click and re-roll. Just
Mhm.
hit
Yeah.
the roll again, and this time add a. Well, we will know to add +5 if you roll under. I've decided to start using the +5 if you roll 10 or less, or under 10.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
So I'll still add the +4, right?
correct.
And there's a
As long
question
as
mark.
you don't roll a critical one, you won't fail.
Nice.
Damn, so close to a crit. I don't think it really
Mhm.
matters on this anyway. Let's see.
Hmm.
Work site. Oh, critical success. You get a rich supply. It is double till the end of the next turn. Good. That would be hard to keep track of. So no, you got a lumber camp. So I go into the world and I put that you have a lumber camp. So it will start generating lumber now when I do resource collection at the beginning of
Yeah.
each turn. It will automatically add a lumber
Excellent.
to that. And let me real quick see if I can find this tile real quick.
See, now you took off all the fuzz. Now what are you going to do?
Who are you talking to?
The dog.
Let's
All right.
see.
She took all the fuzz off of the tennis ball.
Well, of course she did.
So
Just
we
the
have
way-
2 more region activities.
And now she's looking at me sad.
Do we
Mhm.
want to go fishing?
I would say go. Food doesn't go bad, right?
You want to build a road? They'll speed us up when we're exploring.
Yeah.
I mean, build a road right where where our castle is here, basically.
We can build it. Yeah. Start there.
From
and then work
from
our
there
way
to
up
there.
Zola.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or over to the
Okay.
lumber camp. Yeah.
Yeah, because the forests are difficult terrain. So if we build a
Mhm.
road there,
Yep,
it'll be better.
Exactly. We can get through there faster.
Give me a second. I'm doing something here. Let's see. Tokens. Let's go up.
And if somebody gets a crit success on building the road, we get roads in 2 hexes.
Sweet.
He is out of control. Let's see. Tokens. Is it under maps? No. I would think it'd be under thumbnails, but I want to get the lumber thing on there so you guys can tiles. Is that where lumber is? Let's see.
I know nothing.
I know you do. Let's see.
We might not want to do that depending on how much RP it uses. Because I'm thinking our next structure should be a general store and that takes up 8 RP.
Ooh, we only have 9 left, so
Yeah. And RP is based on how difficult the terrain is to build.
yep, and it's a forest, so that would be 4.
So we might want to just jump straight to civic.
Why don't we ask the counselor?
Lindsay?
What about
Lindsay
go
agrees.
fishing?
She thinks that that's a fantastic idea. That
Well,
we should
before we
try
jump
to
to
build our
before
general
we
store.
jump to civic, we could still go fishing and gather livestock if you want.
Yeah, if those don't take up, if
They don't take
use RP.
research. They don't take resource points.
Excellent.
Yeah, I read them to
Yeah,
make
because
sure.
we have 2 open food slots. So yeah, we could do that instead.
Okay.
All right. Kingmaker tools. God dang it.
And who's next? Wookie?
Wookie.
You gonna try to aid this time, Wookie, or are you just gonna go straight forward again?
That ain't gonna work. So let's just do this.
Wookie, you there?
Doesn't an aid take the resource point?
Nope.
Pick
No.
one?
No.
Oh.
It takes an activity point or whatever it's called.
A leadership.
Leadership point. That's
Where are
it.
those listed?
They're not.
They're not.
We each get
We
1
just-
for a
We
focus.
we
each.
each get 3.
Okay.
But we can only each do focus once.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a total of 5.
Ah, okay.
But at this point, we don't have that much of a kingdom and a lot
Right.
of different settlements, so we're not
I'm just gonna
doing
put the
that
lumber
many-
camp out there.
we're not doing that many activities that we need them for.
Ooh, we have a long lumber camp right through the river. I like it.
Check,
I
we
got
can clean the map up later.
I
Mm.
know.
Okay.
It's already there, so deal with it. Jeez.
I know, I don't
We
mind
are.
that. That's great.
Okay. All right. So, okay, what's going on?
We're
Going
gonna
fishing.
go
Go
fishing,
fishing.
and then we'll
Okay.
probably try to gather livestock.
Okay, so fishing doesn't cost any resource. It's just a boating check, I believe. Let's do fishing.
So, Wookie, do you want to aid or do you want to just roll it?
Ah.
We'll say that that was an aid check because I think you guys should just aid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just assume you're aiding unless you're low on points. So whoever's next can try to do
Okay,
another
Mike,
check.
then go
Oh,
fishing. with
So
no
I do the
bonuses.
boating. Okay.
Yeah.
No bonuses.
I got a
So
question mark.
close.
Ooh, I rolled worse
Suck
than
at
Wookie did.
fishing.
At least it's not a critical fail. So, okay, that
Right.
action is used.
Okay. Tim, you want to aid for gather livestock?
Sure. I would be happy to help Troy to gather livestock.
I'm not gonna do it though. I refuse.
That isn't an option. Your
Troy's
queen
fired.
your queen tells you will do so. But I'm not gonna help you because
He was
I would
rude.
maybe.
Because you were mean.
Yeah, but I think the queen wants to do the gathering of the livestock.
Somebody kill that damn clown. Jesus.
Get out there and go cowboy up.
What's that, Deb?
Says the queen says go cowboy up.
Come on,
So-
Troy, get us some food.
What do we got? Boating?
Nope.
Boating.
Wilderness.
Wilderness.
Oh, yeah.
Wilderness. Oh, all the way down the bottom. Oh,
Yeah, it's not our worst roll though.
It's in
it
the
is
chat.
not.
It's also in the chat.
Oh, it is in the chat. Okay. I get a question mark. See, I'll still do
You
it.
got a good question mark
Not a
versus all the
crit,
rest
though.
of our
Question mark is
bad
better
question
than the
mark.
last question mark.
So it's not a crit, but that is so you get 1 food commodity. So you're back
Excellent.
up to 3.
Good.
On
Found
to
those.
civic.
See,
Wait a
told you to
minute.
find those.
Yeah, you
Here
had enough
there
of
are
it.
two options. There's a couple of different options here because we can only build structure once
You
right
should
now.
have only had 2, and you spent 1, so you should only be back up to 2. Oh,
I thought we had
maybe-
3.
No, we had 3 because we got the critical success.
Oh,
We
no.
got the critical success on getting commodities. So we got the 2, and then we gathered 1.
Right, but didn't you spend
But-
1 at the beginning of the turn for consumption?
Yeah, so we would have been back down to 2. This would put us back up to 3.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
You took away the one for our consumption.
there you go. Yeah, I thought I did.
Okay,
Okay,
Wait, who said Chuck was good at math?
piss off, fuck stick.
He's only an accountant. Who
I do
cares?
tax for a living, asshole. All right. let's-
So
And how many brown stars do you count?
Build structure. Okay.
Build structure.
build structure. So my thought here is one, we can do another set of houses, or so that we don't have to worry about it for a while, or we can do a general store, which gives us a place we can buy and sell at.
I mean, don't we already have a general? What do we need a store that sells more
I-
generals for?
I need my own store. All right, it's just that simple.
right.
Here's a question for you too. Is there anything like a fishery or something like that where we could go and
it's in the
or
book. I'm sure there is something similar to that. I don't remember.
I mean,
what
general
it
store is
was.
a great
There's
idea. Don't get me wrong.
greenery.
okay? Well, I
There's
know
a
what that.
brewery.
Fishing.
I'll look at the structure level ones real quick.
There's something called
Okay.
fishing fleets, but I don't know. That's not.
I don't think that's yeah. Okay, so.
And remember, you're limited on the level of the structure. The structure.
Right,
Not,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was only on
Granary.
level 1.
There's a granary. There's a general store, herbalist. An inn.
There's
House.
the other.
Yeah, we don't have enough
So-
in the end.
Cemetery. No, we don't need one of those yet.
Yet. Says the Kingdom Assassin.
And
Shrine,
I
but we don't have it.
think-
But we don't have but we don't have stone.
and
A
I think we're
shrine.
limited to 1 block of structures. I think.
Yeah.
Until you get to Kingdom level 3, I
Mm.
think.
We could build a dive tavern.
Okay. Let's see.
A tenement. That's a
Nope,
structure
that
of
costs
0.
12 RP and we don't have it.
Ooh.
They really call
The
it
tenement
dive
does?
tavern.
No, the tenement is 1 RP, 1 lumber.
No, the dive tavern.
Oh yeah, the 12. Yeah.
I already moved on from that.
And we've got the lake right next to us. I mean, it makes sense to have a diving board. I don't know about a dive tavern.
Well,
You could
yeah.
build a wooden wall.
Yeah. So general
Yeah.
store it is then.
I think so.
I think
I
so.
don't see
What?
anything about fishing.
I don't either. Which is surprising. Maybe it kind of the same as a. Let's see. Oh, it just maxes. Yeah, it'll just increase the max for the granary. But I was hoping for a better
Yeah, give us
You give
some
us a
kind of
plus
better
1,
roll. Yeah.
better roll, right? So no, that's all right. I mean, we can absolutely do the
General store it is.
Yeah, remember you're limited until you hit 3rd level kingdom. You
Mhm.
cannot have more than 1 block of structure, so you have 1 lot left, and then this town is as big as it can be till you hit level 3. So
So do we want a house or do we want a store?
Let's see what housing, houses.
What are the benefits of the store?
Okay, a store means when we're in our town, we can go shopping for items. If our town does
We
not
don't have
a
to go
general
all the way to
store,
Oleg's.
the items sold at the store are below level.
A settlement without a general store or marketplace reduces its level for purposes of determining what items can be purchased by 2. So we can buy right now -1 items.
Exactly.
So we can't even
when
buy
our
general
count,
stuff.
when our count
Yeah,
is the same level we are, we can buy the same level gear as we are.
right.
Right.
So
And we can also improve it and make it and turn it into a marketplace later.
Right. I was just asking if we needed another house anytime soon.
We will when we get our next bundle of things. So in other words, when we can add another bundle of blocks to this,
Another block,
the
yeah.
first thing we'll have to do is build some other type of residence, whether
Mhm.
that's
Okay.
an orphanage or a inn or a house. There
or
has to be
mansion,
one
right?
residence per 4 blocks of
Oh,
buildings.
gotcha.
Okay. General store.
Because that cost 1 lumber and 8 RP.
Yep.
And I believe we still have
9.
9. Okay, good. So
Whose roll
Roll
is it?
big.
it's either Deb or Picklock.
Oh, is it my turn to roll?
If you want to do, well, Deb, did you skip your turn?
No, I thought I did the wilderness check.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
failed,
Okay.
and then you just did that. So yeah, so Wiki needs to do a
Aid. Or no,
Aid.
I
Yeah.
can't aid again. Or I can
yeah, you have to do a trade check.
trade check.
Yeah, you can aid more than once, just not the same kind of aid, I think, or something like that.
Well, no, because it's not really us that's doing it. We're just doing the roll thing.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
think
true.
we still have 2 aids left in our arsenal. Not
Right.
1.
Okay, so that's a 12. So I think that was a fail.
Yep.
Yep.
So Mike, roll a
A
trade
trade check.
DC 15.
Trade DC 15, right?
Correct.
Attaboy.
Oh,
Ooh, almost.
Almost.
so that adds a fame.
Oh, wait a minute. That was a nat 20, right?
That was an nat 20. Yes. So it's a crit. I
Yeah.
don't think it matters on a crit on structures, unfortunately, but it
Of
does
course
give
not.
you, but it does give you a fame point.
It takes it half the cost.
Is that what it says?
No, but that's when we had to look it up in the books. That's what we discovered in the other group. Is it cost half?
That's right.
If you critically fail, it turns into a pile of rubble,
All right.
and then you
So,
have to take it, and then you have to demolish the pile of rubble.
so
next
what
time
was the
around.
cost? Was it 12?
9
It was
or
8.
8.
8.
It was 8 and 1 wood, so
So
it'll
you
still
get
be 1 lumber, but
you get
Mhm.
5 back, but you did use the 1 lumber, so you're
Yep.
down to
nice.
3 lumber. So you
Sorry.
actually still have another fame now, and of course you can only do 1 structure per thing.
Mhm.
Yep,
Yep.
we're moving
So
on.
let me drag the general store onto the map.
Do we want to train our general yet?
No.
Our army
Not
of
yet.
1?
What, are you going to sell me right away already?
Right.
You
So
probably get a lot, you know.
5 by 5.
I'm going to stock you in the store.
So
Mm,
this town
Ooh,
is full until you can
level
get it up
3.
to level 3.
Yeah.
That mean you can't do other places, but all
Mhm.
right, and that's your civic, and
And
that's
then
all you
our
get.
kingdom needs to get up to level 3 before we can
Mhm.
build other settlements.
Right.
Right.
So we go to the event phase, and whoever's next gets to roll just a flat D20 check.
That's me.
Go Tim, go Tim.
Unbelievable.
I had to roll under an 11 and to not have an event.
Mission
Mhm.
accomplished.
And now the
What?
DC has
Well,
dropped again.
Yep.
ev-
Next time you have to roll under a 6.
events can be really bad, but events can be really good, and you get
Yep.
XP for them. So,
Mhm.
and
Right.
you guys desperately need XP. Let's see.
Yes, we do.
You did claim another hex, so that would be 30. So that'd be 178. And let's see other ways to
Hey,
get
are there
X.
any of the quests that were considered milestones that we forgot about? Because I remember we did it on our first tabletop thing. There were some quests that we had finished that should have given our kingdom XP.
Nothing yet. You may actually get some quest
Okay,
based
cool.
on what you've done tonight, but no, you.
Okay.
All right, so you guys will get 5 times 3, 15 XP for that. And that kicks you up from 178 to 190,
191.
191. Yep. After a while, it's just imagine if you were only getting 1/3 the XP I'm giving you, which is what I should do by the book. It's going to
Wow.
take you months to get to level 2.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, so we probably have time for one more turn if we squeeze it in real quick. So
Squeeze it.
let's go ahead and go to Desnus the Third.
It has been squozen.
Resources
go.
and commodities.
Yep, because
Gamamalis.
let me clear out the resources.
Yep.
You got the one fame. And let's do the collection of this.
Do we
Mike, are
still
you
have
in
the
game?
extra claim for the critical last
Yeah.
time?
Okay, because
What, Deb?
I'm
Do
looking
we
at the
still have
players
the
and
extra fame for the critical last time?
Yeah, he's in there.
I
Okay.
gave you the fame, but then your turn ran out.
Ah,
You
okay.
have to use it within that turn.
Gotcha.
And I'm gonna have to refresh because it's got that bug where it won't let me do the resource collection. All right.
Oh.
Surprised it let me do it twice. All right.
So do we automatically gain lumber now with the lumber camp?
When I do the resource collection, you will get 1 lumber. Yep.
Nice.
And the game
So our lumber will be
does
full.
it. And the game automatically does it. All right, where's my kingdom thing? There it is.
okay, so round 2 has been completed. Or sorry, turn
Yep.
2
So
completed.
2 months down.
By the way,
Yep.
if you ever need to open up your kingdom sheet, I believe if you go up to the actors tab and go to party, you'll see a thing that looks like a crown on the tab itself. If you click
Oh
on
yeah,
that,
there is.
it opens the kingdom sheet.
Oh, okay.
So,
Oh, nice.
all right.
We dragged
So
that.
I will collect. You should be able to drag that. I don't know. You might be able to drag that down.
I tried it. It would not drag for me.
Nope.
All right, not a great roll this time. Unfortunately, you only get 9, but it should have given you the lumber. Yeah, it did. If you look at this thing right here, do you see the upkeep resource collection?
Yep.
Roll
Well, sort of.
5d4 and generate the following.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got your 1 lumber. Trust me, it's there.
Yeah, we did
And
because
you
we
got
only had 3.
the good news is you don't need to spend a lot of resource points on building structures because you're already maxed out in Riverton. So I'll go back to the Stolen Lands map. All right. You're not going to tap commodities or do any of that. Well, you are starting to get some commodities. You got 3 food and 4 lumber, but I assume you're not going to want to tap any commodities.
No.
Nah.
Let's pay consumption, which is 1, so your food goes from 3 to 2. All right, that takes care of consumption. No unrest to deal with. Okay, we go into the activity phase. Starting with commerce. We already did commerce, sorry. Starting with leadership. Is anyone doing anything besides the focused attention?
Nope. Well, I don't think so.
I don't think we need to, do we?
Probably not.
Uh-uh.
All right, in that case, we'll go to region. You guys know you get 3 region activities. I assume you're going to start with claiming X.
Yes.
That we are.
3 months.
Do you know which X you want to claim?
We're in our 3rd month. We haven't had a celebration of our kingdom being kicked off yet.
Okay, so
I
what do you
didn't
want to do?
So you want a holiday?
So I didn't know if you guys wanted to try doing that for the. Let's see. I don't know what it really does.
You do a
Read it.
folklore check, which you're only +1 on.
Oh yeah, that's
Mhm.
it. then-
It gives you a plus to loyalty-based checks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and we had to spend RP
Yep.
equal
Just
to
for
the
the-
default.
Just for that turn.
You're eventually going to have more RP than you know what to do
Mhm.
with
So
when
Yeah.
you start getting D12s and stuff. And that's when you do stuff like that. You're like, oh,
Right.
let's blow some RP and do this.
mhm.
Right.
But for now, probably not a big deal.
You
Right.
only get that loyalty bonus for that kingdom turn.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Only that turn.
Now we can build a quarry in hill terrain.
Well, there you
Yep.
go.
You can do a quarry or a farm.
So if we want to do, yeah, but the farm cost us, I mean, it will take us
It's
an
hard
extra
to do.
+5. Like we have to roll a 19.
Right.
Yeah, you're better off doing those
So
in
how about
planes.
hex 518, and we can build a quarry because we will start to need stone for some structures.
I dig it.
Also, you want to kind of keep your kingdom together. If you start having spider legs going out that are only 1 hex wide, then it just, I don't know. The other kingdom kind of did that. Number one, it looks weird. But
Yeah, I'm thinking 518.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking, we go at least 2 hexes side by side all the way up to Oleg's.
That's fine.
That makes sense.
Sort of. I mean, I'm thinking.
And the
kinda that
closer
way
we
we're
get to
also staying
Oleg's,
close
the
to
better
river,
it'll
too.
be for planes to build
Mhm.
farms. Yeah.
Queen me, oh mighty queen.
So 518 to claim,
that's 1
and
resource
then
point.
if we succeed, we'll try to establish a work site there for stone.
Right.
Yep.
You've got the
And
somebody
who
gonna
rolled
do
last?
I did.
Okay. That means it's Deb's turn to aid.
For claim hex.
Yep. You
Oh,
want
okay,
to do exploration.
exploration.
Yeah, exploration is our best. So
well, if you're aiding, that is a success. So someone gets a +2 on the check.
Yep, that was an aid.
So whoever's next, which I guess is Ultras.
Troy or Dominic.
Oh, and nat 20.
Nice.
So now you got 2 fame points. That is a critical success. I forget what happens on. Oh, I think you can immediately do
extra turn.
another. Yeah,
We
but
get an extra region activity, but
Yeah.
not claim hex.
Right.
so this is cleared and claimed. All right, there you go. Kingdom size is 4.
And we wanted to build. Oh, that's later, right? The
That's
quarry.
perfect too. We're establish a work site.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
When you
Establish
get
a
to
work
kingdom
site.
size 10 is when your resource die changes.
We're going to establish a work site, Chuck.
Okay, let me pop it in there.
Peak clock. You get to try and aid.
It's based on the. Isn't this based on the?
Engineering.
Engineering.
Yeah, but isn't the? I've got to look at the RP cost.
Oh, yeah.
If the RP cost is based on
hills.
the
Oh yeah,
land
it's the
type.
rough terrain.
Yeah.
So
So it's going to cost 4.
hills are 2, I think. Forest.
Oh,
is
2,
4.
yeah. Forest
So
was 4.
2,
Yeah.
so that kicks you down to resource 6. Okay. So is Troy or whoever's next, are they attempting aid or are they going straight for it?
Aid.
All right, whoever's doing it, you're up.
Peak clock.
In what?
Just click that DC 14 engineering and the thing in the chat box.
Boom. Boom.
Shakalaka. Ta-da.
8 plus that is
Oh.
it would have
Beautiful.
no, it would have succeeded. It doesn't succeed on an aid. Because an aid's a DC 15. This was a DC
Oh,
14.
bummer.
So whoever now someone has to roll again. That's the only problem with aid and other is
Yeah.
sometimes you're like, well, why did I even bother doing it? Because it does help sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah, and when it helps, it really helps. So hey.
Oh, so I have to roll that, right?
Yes, you do.
I just
Yep.
realized I was next.
Yes, fidget.
But you have 2 fame. Don't forget that.
Why?
I don't think I need a fame.
Nope, that's a critical success. You establish a work site and proceed to discover an unexpectedly rich supply of high quality commodities. All
So-
commodity yields granted by this site are doubled until the end of the next
Nice.
kingdom turn.
Next turn.
That's the problem because we're only not going to get another turn in tonight.
Oh.
So
Hmm.
someone, Troy, make a note of that, will you? Because I've already
Yep.
got so many different notes.
Yep. So,
So yeah, make a note that you'll get double stone
on turn 4.
from your quarry in the
Mhm.
Fangberry. Oh, that's on the Fangberry thicket. All right. So, and what else does it do? But you do get the quarry. So there is a quarry there.
Yep.
I'll real quick do this just to help me remember.
Commodity. Yeah.
Click
So
on
double
this,
stone commodity
copy,
for turn 4.
paste.
And you want to try that build a road again? Since
Yeah.
we have the RP for it? Or do we want to save the RP to go to our Kingdom XP?
No, I'd say use it. I don't think. What is it? 4, 5, 5, 6.
It's 3. It's 3 per RP.
Build
So
all the things.
Yeah,
Flurry of
it's 4 to
blows.
build roads.
Well, the
I think it's
quarries
4 to build
does
roads
stone, right?
into the forest.
Oh, okay. Go to Tusk. Yeah, do the Tuskwater Forest. 618 again.
Yep.
What are you doing? A road from where to where?
The capital to the lumber
From
camp.
from here to there.
All right. All right. Let me put the build roads thing up. Let's see. Oh, I got to add another building to Riverton as well. All right. There you go. What'd you build? You built the general store? Yeah.
All right, Tim, aid.
Go Tim. Go Tim.
Tim, are you there?
Oh, I am. Sorry. What's up?
You're doing an aid another. You're doing an engineering check for
Okay.
building a road.
Hold on. Scrolling. Engineering check.
Does building a road cost anything in RP? How is
Yeah, it's 4. Because it's into the forest.
I failed.
But it was a aid, so
Yes.
okay, so. Oh,
Fame.
I think someone wants to use a fame on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whoever rolled it, roll again, and remember that okay,
Oh.
that is a success. So you build a road. So now I got to decide what color I want.
You build roads in the hex.
Let's see, what color is this? I don't want it to be red. Oh shit! I'm gonna have to make a note on this.
Orange or yellow.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to change the color, which means I'm gonna have to write down the color if I want to keep it. If I want to keep it consistent. So let's see. We'll make roads orange. So let me make a note. Where am I going to put this? Let's see.
But we want yellow brick roads.
I'm going to put this down here. Because a lot of times you also build like irrigation or canals and stuff, and I want those to be blue. So I have to write down the colors like pound F7 B708 because I want
The hex codes.
yeah, I want the colors to be consistent, otherwise it won't work. All right, and let's see, the line, 8 pixels is pretty good, I think, so we'll leave it alone. And it's going through the lumber camp hex?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Oh, so it's literally going east to west.
Yep. From
All
town
right.
to the lumber camp.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there it is. You good with that?
Yep.
Is I guess it has to cross the river unless. Wait a minute.
Well, technically it doesn't. You could go up north side
They'll
of the river.
probably have it.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
It makes more sense going north of the river. Yep. We don't know how to build bridges yet.
I don't think you get any XP for building a road, but you did get another hex, so I got to give you the 30 XP for that as well, so that you're above 200. Not going to get a lot of XP for
And we
resource
have no
points this
civic
time.
and we have no army.
Do you okay? And that was your 4 actions. No
Uh,
Pretty much.
civic.
Yep.
No civic. No, because you only have two left.
Right. Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're at events phase. Somebody roll.
Oh, I guess that's my, huh?
Yeah, roll a
It's just
d20.
That's just a flat check, right?
Yep, just a d20.
Roll.
Finally, I figured for sure you were going to roll like a 3. All right, so let's go to our supplemental tables and we'll go to random kingdom event. Here we go. Ooh.
A meteor strikes your ruler.
Oh no.
Discovery. This has the beneficial trait.
Nice.
Scholars unearth a bit of ancient lore or devise important new research of their own. The kingdom skill is scholarship, and this is the counselor that will make this roll. And whenever it's a event, it will be rolled by the person who it is. So who's your counselor? Oh, it's
Lindsay.
Lindsay, isn't it?
Yeah. NPC.
All right, I'll roll it. I will roll it for Lindsay. So the discovery is a scholarship check, and it can actually hurt you if she rolls bad. But the good news is
Whoa.
you've got a fame. So this will be a public roll. It is a scholarship roll, which you probably haven't.
+1.
Done. Here we go. Oh, so a
Nice
20.
roll.
The DC is event +0, so that means it's the control DC plus whatever the plus is. So that is a 14. So yes, that is a success. Your discovery is a helpful but not overly amazing boon to your kingdom's resources. On your next turn, gain 3 bonus resource dice. So next turn, instead of 5d4, you're going to roll 8d4.
8. That sounds relatively significant.
Plus
Better
3 resource die. Okay.
Plus 3,
I
so
got
you're
that
gonna
roll.
roll
Down in our
8d4.
notes too.
I got that. Yep.
Yeah.
And let me look and see. Every time you have a successful event, your kingdom earns 30 XP for experiencing a random event or more for a story event, regardless of the outcome. So you're going to get 30 times 3 is 90. So that kicks you up to 311 plus 6 for the leftover resource points is 317. That kicks you up to 338.
Picklock.
good.
What race are you again? You're got.
Huh?
What
He's a
race are you?
gobstopper.
Goblin.
He's a goblin.
Goblin. Okay, that's what I thought.
Gobbo boy.
Yep.
All right, so let me look real quick. Wow, we got through that one real quick.
Mhm.
So unless you guys want to slip in another one, it is getting close
It's
to time.
5 minutes too. I'm sure that Mike is ready to.
I'm actually okay if y'all want to keep going.
Do one more?
We'll do one more.
Let me
Yeah.
check in work.
Peak clock, you
Okay.
okay with one more?
The only things I need to do is urinate and put my clothes in the dryer.
Urinate! Flurry
should
of
have done-
urine!
You should have done both of those
I was
already.
gonna say, just grab a bottle.
I'm in my house. Why would I pee in a?
I'll say, yeah,
Guys,
I think I'm going to take a quick bio break as well, but I'm good to keep on going. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll be right
All
back.
right, go do your bios.
Let me go grab a beer.
God damn. Oh, I
While
never
you wait
tried.
on them, Chuck, you can go ahead and roll our dice and stuff if you want.
I was gonna go get me a soda real quick because I
Yeah, go
forgot.
ahead.
I didn't
Oh,
drink my
yeah,
soda.
go ahead.
Chuck, you
Sorry.
roll the resources and commodities, and I'll get you a soda.
All right. And you are going to have a couple of quests coming your way, but I'll give those to you at the end. All right, let's see. All right, let's collect resources. Oh, and you get extra quarry this turn, so I can go ahead. So
Double
Troy didn't have
stone.
to. Yeah, I can do it real quick. I'll
Yep.
just
No.
treat you as if you had a times
So
2
3 and
quarry
some.
instead
So,
of 1.
mhm.
All
Yep.
right, here we go. Resource collection
And then
confirmed.
18.
18
Nice.
resource plus 2 stone plus 1 lumber. All
Very nice.
right. And now I can change that 2 stone back to a 1 stoner. And I can change your resource back to normal. But yeah, there are things that can happen all the time that cause you to get more fame or get more resource points. You get good
Gotcha.
bonuses and
Mhm.
stuff. All
Yeah.
right.
So our event so the event goes back up to 16.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what I figured. But
Let's put it
all
this way: the other group has a feat that lets them every turn they get at least 1 bonus resource point. So
Oh, nice.
they always started rolling 64 because they
Man.
chose a different heartland.
Yep.
All right. Well, you guys aren't tapping the treasury or tapping the secretary either. So
Nope.
we will assume that you're not doing any of those things. So we will move straight to commerce phase. Or you're not collecting tax. Oh, I gotta do consumption.
Mm-hmm.
You spend 1 consumption, so you're down to 1 food.
Okay.
And you're
Do
not
we
doing
want
any
to
of these
trade
other
some
things.
resources?
Unless you want to tap commodities to try to get more resource points
Mm-mm.
next turn.
I was wondering if we wanted to
Yes.
trade commodities.
I think
We
trading
can.
commodities.
Trading is actually giving away. I think.
Yeah.
Reduce.
Well, you attempt a basic industry check with
Oh,
any
okay.
amount up to 4. If you trade with a group that you've established diplomatic relations, you get a +1. So you do not have to have a group that you have diplomatic relations with. If you critically succeed, you get 2 bonus resource die per point of stockpile that you. It's sort of like wagering. It's sort of like
Hmm.
wagering a bet. I'm wagering these resources, and if
Yeah.
you win, I wagered 3 of my lumber, and I won. So if I crit, I actually get 6 resource die, 2 per point. If you
Oh yeah, never mind.
regularly succeed,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the trade commodities.
You want to? I think it's leadership where we want to
I was thinking trade
purchase.
lumber
Purchase.
for food, maybe. Yeah.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
That's a
Mm.
leadership one, and that's
Okay.
called I forget what that one's called, but I think it's purchase. No, it's not purchase.
Purchase.
No, it's
No.
not purchase
Well, that's
commodities.
spending resource points.
There's one for it. I thought I just don't remember. Maybe it is under commerce.
Hold on, I'll find it.
I think it's the trade commodities. Yeah, it is trade
That's what
commodities.
that's what we were
Yeah.
looking at. That's
Yeah.
No, we're
that's not
not
what it
doing
says.
trade. Purchase commodities under leadership feat.
Well, that's to purchase it. We're trying to trade the wood for food.
Well, you're not really trading for food. You're trading for resource points.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's right.
So there isn't anything that we can go
Yeah,
say.
there's nothing under commerce we want to do. So
Right. Okay. Yep.
You can purchase food under purchase commodities. You guys are going to need to get a farm, but first you really need
We
to
can
go to
purchase
plains.
commodities. We can go fishing. We can
Mhm.
do livestock. But
Right.
there's 3 or 4 ways to get food.
Yep.
And you have
'Cause-
18 resource points. So
Yep. Okay.
are you doing anything under leadership besides focused attention?
I don't think so.
Okay, we'll go straight to region. I assume you're going to try to climb a hex.
of course, we looking for 419, I guess this time.
Follow the river.
Yeah.
Do the river hex first?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see, who did the last one?
I think
Deb did.
was
Right.
it
Yeah, I
Deb or
did.
was it Tim? Okay,
I did it. I did the last one.
it's all right.
So I will do a exploration DC 15 to aid.
Unfortunately, the 8 is not a success.
Sorry, Picklock. You're gonna have to get that
Raw
14.
dog.
Raw dog. Get that 14 all by yourself.
7 or better.
What are we doing here? Claim hex.
Yep.
Exploration, yeah.
Exploration.
Yep.
It's in chat.
Yeah, I clicked on it, but luckily, I got trained, economy, and invested, so +7, and then I fail. Oh no, I didn't.
You
Nope.
succeeded.
Woo!
Yay.
Okay, so you got this one. So we will
We're up to 5.
reconnoitered map. Let me double check and make sure you don't get something for 5. Let's see. I think it's 10.
Okay.
You're still a territory. It doesn't change your dice.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so now what?
Fish.
Fishing and live.
Oh no,
fishing, right?
that's under region.
That's where we are. It's under.
That's where we're at. Okay. Yep. Never mind.
Do you want to try go fishing?
Yep.
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 Gone
So
fishing.
that will be my role.
You're going to try to aid. I will do the
Yes.
fish.
I am trying to aid. I am failing to aid.
Actually, I think a failure on aid. I don't think there's a
Doesn't do
failure.
anything.
There's
That's right.
no penalties.
There you go.
You're just very unhelpful.
Well, it's a
And
good thing he
annoying.
aided because then he got the bad roll out of the way. You succeed.
I think you should try fishing over there. That's the hill. No, fish over there. That's the hill. No, over there. I'm gonna fish in the water. The
The
hill.
waterfall.
I think you should fish in the hill.
You got one action left.
Um,
Did I spend the point for the?
Want to get
All right.
livestock or you want to build road?
Or do you want to establish a work site?
Oh yeah, the quarry. Someone was talking about building.
We did
our
that.
Ruler was talking. Oh, we did that one.
mhm.
Yep, we did that last turn.
Yep.
We could build another one. I mean, what else can we build?
Does it show on the map where we're building this stuff?
It's
yeah,
it's
Chuck's-
written there.
Chuck's
Yeah.
drawing them in. He's gonna draw them in.
I got you. Okay.
I've got a cool little tile. It's wheat for lumber. It's like boards of lumber, but I got to find the damn file and it has like opacity, so you'll be able to see it in the hex. So you'll know there's a lumber yard there or a city there or a quarry.
Mhm.
I've got a different thing for each of them. I just have to find where they're mapped to.
Got you.
So by next game, they'll be there. I'll do it after we're
Do
done
you want to
tonight.
build
Here.
a road or do another work site?
What other work site can we build in the hill?
Well, quarries, but you don't necessarily.
Yeah, we built a quarry. Because all our hexes are hills except for the lumber camp hex. So
You're going to
What
want to
else?
use lumber pretty soon because you're maxed out on lumber. So next turn, you're probably going to want to try
Yeah.
to trade some commodities because right now you can't hold more than 4.
Right.
So,
Let's say we try to build a road because we can just fork this road that's
'Kay.
we've already got and go straight due north.
Fork this road.
Build it here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Connect our quarry to our.
Lumber camp to our town.
Yep.
Yep.
all right.
To our capital.
So let's get build road out there real quick. All right, there it is. Let's see. It cost 2 points because you're going through a hills, right?
Yep.
And
And
DC.
pick lock rolls to help, right?
Does it use
Nope, I
any?
roll the help and then
Oh,
Aldrich
there you
rolls
go.
the roll.
Does it use
Okay.
any materials besides? Does it use stone or anything, or no?
Nope. No, it's just a
Doesn't
matter of
say it
clearing the
does.
road.
We're not building Roman roads
All right,
Why not? Slacker.
that's
because we're not the Romans.
All right, what are you gonna do? Somebody do something. Hmm.
There's our help.
That is a success. So +2.
All right, Aldrich, you get a +2.
Go
All
Troy.
right.
Go Troy.
And I'll roll, and I'll get that question mark again.
Make
Good
a
question mark.
success. Don't be a dork. All right, let's see. So where do you want it to start at from here?
It's going to
Like
start
kind of
up
maybe
from
kind of where you
roads
bent,
you've already built, and go
kind
due
of where
north.
you bent up towards that hex. Go,
Right,
like
but
from there.
okay, so maybe right here.
Oh, you don't want to follow the river? Oh no, we can't. That's sorry. You want to follow the?
Just go straight up, or close
Actually,
to straight up.
does it look like it kind of
Yeah,
has a?
like
up there?
that's good.
There's a bridge like right here, so you're setting it up to cross the bridge
Right.
Mhm.
because you're going to eventually want it on the other side of the forest if you're going up to Oleg's.
Yes.
So, yep. Does that look good?
Let me
Well, it's
refresh.
not through the.
Yes.
Through the
Yes, that looks
It
good.
should, it should go through this hex, shouldn't it?
That's where it's
Let's
going
go
through.
that hex.
Okay. I only see it going to that hex on my
I don't see
screen.
anything.
So,
that hex too.
Hit F5, guys. I mean,
yep.
Yeah, I can see it. It's going right where it should.
Okay. Let's go. Keep rolling.
I can do a screenshot if I need
Civic.
No,
All
no,
right.
keep on.
to. All right.
Trust
so
trust your king.
That's it under region, right?
Yep.
So
And
civic,
can't do anything in Civic.
and you can't do anything in army. So we will go to the random event. That's why the turns are going so fast, is because you're kind of limited until you get the
Yeah.
level up.
Pick
All right. Pick lock. Roll just a straight D20, and if you roll 16 or higher, you win.
Hold on, I rebooted the system.
All right. Let me look. Let's see.
Huh, this
Yeah,
says user Devos lacks permission to update the scene.
Yeah.
Quit trying to update the scene.
I don't know. I still don't see any roads, but I don't care. All right, roll a d20. Rolling a d20.
20.
20!
Jackpot.
Maybe. That means 2 events. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see.
Crit success means 2 good events.
I build up.
That means Pompeii.
Let's see. I like the way Tim thinks. Here.
You stumble
Plague.
across a group of giants.
Did you guys see what it is?
Yep.
Cause a result of
Plague.
No.
Plague.
Flagwee.
I think this is the first event my other group rolled. This is the traits on this one are continuous, dangerous, and settlement. So the location is the largest settlement in the region. Well, you only got one settlement, and that's your home settlement. A deadly sickness strikes one of your settlements. You take a -2 status penalty to all civic activities made in a settlement suffering from a plague, unless the settlement has a sewer system, which it does not. So you need to make a defense check, and it's the ruler that does it. And
Go
this is a
Deb,
this
go
is a
Deb.
continuous event, and it's a dangerous event. You need to critically succeed for the event to end. Otherwise, the event continues.
I assume we cannot aid on this one.
If you have an aid left, I will allow an aid if someone else
Oh, we
wants to
should
roll a
have plenty
defense.
left since we
I
had
think we have at
15 to
least
start.
one left.
All right, and you have a fame. You also
Yeah.
have a fame left.
Right.
So
So what do we roll to aid, or what are we aiding on?
It's defense. So whoever's
Defense.
next,
Okay,
roll defense.
that's me.
Okay.
Come on. 12.
Wow, that is
Nice.
too bad that wasn't your
Nat,
actual roll.
nat 20.
But that gives a +4. So Deb, you get a +4 on your defense check.
Doesn't that give us a fame point?
It also gives you an extra fame, but you cannot use
Can't use
more than one fame on
yeah.
a roll, right?
But it's still, it'll let us start the next one with 1 if we need it.
All right, that is an 18, which is a success, but not a, because this is an event +1, which means the
Right.
DC
Yeah,
is
critical success.
15.
Mhm.
The plague continues. Gain 1d4 unrest and increase one of your ruins by 1.
Or
That-
do we want a fame point spent?
That is on a success. You can only imagine how much worse it is if you
Fail.
critically
Yeah.
succeed.
Yeah,
But if you roll a fame, you get an additional plus. You get a
5.
+10, or is it?
All right, I'm gonna try to fame it.
It's
Yep.
plus. It's +5, isn't it? If it's
+5.
What you said earlier.
come on, Deb.
So you get a +9, Deb.
If
No, I
It's
only get the
9 or
+5 if
less.
I roll below.
If
Yeah.
it's- yeah.
Right.
okay, so that is a 22,
Better.
which is better. Unfortunately,
It's still just a success.
it's a
Not
success.
quite better enough.
So
Worth
you
a shot.
gain 1 unrest,
Okay.
which unfortunately 1 unrest is a minus
-1 to everything.
Mhm.
-1 to everything, and
Yep.
increase one of your ruins by 1. I'm going to say it's decay.
Geez, so unless we build a sewer system, which is probably a long ways off in this game,
Yeah.
our
Mhm.
people are just gonna keep drinking shit water.
Or until someone rolls a nat 20, or
Yeah.
you need to roll, let's see, it's a 14 plus 1 is a 15. You need to, well, yeah, you need to roll a 25. I don't know what your plus on defense is.
3.
3, so you got to roll a nat 20 to beat it.
Yeah, a sewer is a
or-
level 7.
Or a nat 20 on the 8 again.
Or the
You can
plague event ends if you achieve a critical success on the check, or after you achieve a total of 4 successes with the provide care activity. And a critical success with provide care counts as 2.
Yep.
That is a leadership activity. So
we can take care of our citizenry and get rid of this sickness.
right, you can get rid of it the hard way. But yep,
Yeah.
that's the. You still get the 30 XP for the. Well, you don't get the 30 X. You don't get the 30 XP till you resolve it. But you will. So that's where we will end. Let me. I'll have to put down.
Yeah.
So,
So we're at
next
one
time
more.
around, we'll for leaderships, we'll have a couple extra leadership things to do: the provide care and the quell unrest.
Okay.
Yep.
So
See if-
provide.
Well, all right. We have leadership stuff to do. All right.
Okay.
We actually get to run a kingdom.
And then
Yeah.
what? What else are we gonna do? Provide care and
Quell the unrest.
Quell unrest.
Right, plague.
Yep.
It should be in the thing, but yeah, you either have to succeed
down.
at 4 provide care activities,
Right,
or 2 critical successes with it, or you have to roll a nat 20 on the. So
Okay.
you get a chance to resolve the event every kingdom turn.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
During-
that's a good piece of information because what you were laid out sounded pretty dire.
Ouch.
Yeah.
If the
So-
plague strikes a settlement that has no dumps, filth in the streets allow the disease to spread more easily. You take a -4 item penalty to checks to resolve this event. So you should have actually been taking -4. So I have a feeling that provide care is going to be, unless you
The
roll a
way
nat
to
20,
go.
is going to be your way out.
Yeah.
do we also get a -2 to civics rolls next turn, Or is that
Because of what?
because of the plague or not? Or no?
Oh, yeah, you do take a -2 status penalty to all civic, so I will have to add that as well.
Yep. Sorry, civic.
Yeah, dump is a level 2, so we can't build that yet either.
All right.
Civic checks.
Civic is, now remember, the only 2 civic activities there are is build, structure,
Build and
demolish.
Demolish, right. So we can't build anything, which we can't anyway. So, right.
Correct. So that doesn't hurt as much.
Right.
But yeah, you have plague ongoing. And I'll take care of the other stuff. But yeah, you'll probably want to do the provide care next time, which is provide care. What kind of check is it?
So
It's a defense check. It's a DC 14 defense check to organize and encourage your settlement's healers and medics. And if you critically succeeded, it reduces unrest by 1 also. So that'll be an easy way to reduce unrest.
Right.
And
yeah. So
though unrest can go back up if you fail your check again. So
Right.
Okay. Now, my question for you guys then, since we can change our invested, would that also be able to? No, we can't change our train stuff then, right?
We cannot.
You cannot. No.
Okay. All right. I didn't know if that would give us a bonus if we put somebody else vested instead of, let's say, instead of Fidget, have Raven in there. But if it's not going to make any big difference, I'm not going to worry about it.
Best thing it would do is give you a -1.
The trained, untrained parts.
Right. So, okay.
Very cool. Thanks, guys.
Yep. Good game, everyone.
I like the kingdom stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a couple of people that really love it in my other game too. And if anyone ever decides they don't like the kingdom stuff, they can just take a break from the game while we're doing them until we get through it, and then we start the normal gameplay. But as long as everyone likes it, everyone's invited. I love the kingdom turns. It's like Civilization. I mean, really.
Yeah,
All right,
pretty much.
good game, everyone. I'm gonna have to do a little work here, but everyone else is free to leave if they want.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
And we did 4 kingdom turns, so I'll write that down.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Good night, everybody. Thanks.
All right, everyone. And that is going to do it for me tonight as well. I will be back again tomorrow night with Stompy Mech Night. Have a great night, everyone.